All right, welcome to episode 7 of Miscellaneous Discussions. I am one of your hosts, Drew, here alongside your other host, Nick. Nick, how are you doing tonight? Fresh off of Smackdown.
Well, you know what? I'm doing all right. First of all, I've been dealing with a cold the past couple of days, so if I sound a little different to anyone, that's why.
It's not
No
COVID, we promise.
coronavirus,
No,
no
yeah.
COVID-19, none of that. Just some allergies due to the season changing.
Yeah, I'm
Weather
probably going to get
changing.
them soon, too. It's all right, Nick. You're not alone. We're too similar.
Just popping a cough drop here.
Yeah. Motherfucker, I swear to God, 1 year in school, I had a cold, and there was this girl in my science class. Drew, you got a cough drop? I'm like, you're not sick. Anyways, Nick, this might be the greatest week of wrestling because of one man that we will get to later. Nick, he had something big cooking, pal. He got something big
Yes,
cooking.
sir.
He had
Yes,
something big
sir.
cooking. It was 3 pumps big.
The world of professional wrestling was shaking.
I was so hype I couldn't sleep. I was like,
Is that a shoot?
Let's go. No. But for an hour after NXT went off, I was so hyped. I was like, yes! My prayers have been answered. But before
Was it worth no Roderick Strong?
we got it. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it was. You know why? Because this is gonna be a great angle, and Broderick finally got his sleep in. Like I said before we started recording, he got his sleep in that he looks like he hasn't had and got in forever. Bobby Fish was crying, that old ass man. This is what I get though. No Roddy, it was alright. Whatever. What I get. I'll take it. I'll take it like a man. But Nick, we got to start with Raw. We just gotta, because it. Sam, better do it this week. It's in your face.
In your face.
Motherfucker, it must be Monday. But, so Nick, I wrote down in my notes, Raw, same shit show. Would you agree with me?
This has to be the worst Raw I have seen since I started watching it again this year. I started watching again right after WrestleMania,
Okay.
and this has to be the worst Raw that I've seen this year.
Now, Nick, would you say that you think the ideas on this show were just poorly executed, or you think they were just awful ideas?
Awful ideas.
Okay. Well, start of the show is Alexa Bliss saying he's here because
the start of the show opened with a brand new, awful new theme song.
Well, okay. Let me give NF some credit. Good song, does not fit Monday Night Raw.
I didn't even think it was a good song. I don't like that kind of music.
Well, okay, that's you. That's fine. But Nick, you were talking. You were like, "Man, I love the Raw theme," and I was like, "Yeah."
Skillet's Legendary by Skillet, right?
Yeah, and you said they're legendary, but Sam probably could add but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I've seen people shit on that theme before. I thought it got me super hyped up for Raw every week. I literally made sure I tuned in from the very start of Raw just so I could hear the song to get me hyped up. I love that song.
They stopped doing
I thought it was a great intro for a wrestling
after
show.
SummerSlam. Yeah, Skillet, like any rock song, almost any rock song, I can give you like a handful of bands that'll automatically be a good fit for a wrestling show. Skillet's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But we start out, Nick, with Alexa Bliss. She's saying he's here, and here comes the Fiend. And they're in the ring. Where were they holding hands?
Uh-huh.
And then here comes Retribution with some weird ass theme song that doesn't fit a group that wants to create chaos. Damn it.
There was one line in the theme song that really I thought was funny, but I can't remember it now.
And so here comes Mace, T-Bar, Reckoning,
You know what
Slapjack.
Retribution should have come down to? Whoa. Whoa.
Nexus theme.
We walk alone
Yeah.
in the unknown.
Live to win.
Might as well.
It's the same shit.
Just like how Buddy Murphy, how he does come down to say it to my face.
Yeah, I didn't see his entrance this week. That might be my fault, but I don't know.
Should have been a man, but you don't know how.
Play your hand, you lost it. It's too late now. I had to think of it. But Retribution comes in and circles the Fiend, and Nick. Ali's hand goes up, no light. He closes his fist, lights go out. Get him! They look like fucking dumbasses.
They always do.
Lights come back on, they're gone. It's true, nothing new.
Oh.
You know what, Nick? I was thinking about this all week. I get why they wanted to go after the Fiend. It's the new big threat, and they're supposed to be the big threat, right?
Yeah, it's smart.
It's smart.
Theory.
Yeah. Execution.
Like, the Fiend, that's the top dog, you know?
Yeah.
That's like back in the day, if you would want to go after the Undertaker, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fiend is the top dog. Like, he's even more top, like, in terms of dominance, he's even more top dog than, like, a Roman or Drew.
Well, haven't they already taken out Drew once before?
Well, Drew kind of fought back and took them down because he was with Keith Lee.
But then here comes the Hurt Business. Hurt Business.
We in the Hurt Business.
You in the catering business. Now let's talk about how Ricochet is literally in the catering business. That motherfucker was not on the show.
Was he not?
I don't think so. I can't. He was on main event this week. That's why. Yeah. He worked Grand Metalik.
Who'd he face? Grand Metalik. I bet that was a good match.
But so the Hurt Business come out, and I don't even remember half the match. All I remember is Lashley got T-bar in the Hurt Lock, the full Nelson, and he tapped.
Yeah, the only thing I remember from this match is Retribution getting fucking dominated throughout it.
Exactly.
Specifically, Slapjack. Slapjack was taking all the heat.
Well, that's probably why his name is Slapjack. Big heat magnet. But it makes sense though, because like you got two big guys. They wouldn't make sense to be like, I guess, the heat taker, even though they're the heels.
Wait, it makes sense for the new big heel taking the company over a heel stable to take heat in a tag match?
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but
it doesn't even make sense to have this match.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't make sense for these two stables to be feuding. Why are you having two heel stables feud? Neither team is getting any heat.
I don't get it. You know what I mean?
The Hurt Business should be the only heel stable on Raw. But you have Retribution there just for ratings.
Jesus. I'm sitting here like, God damn it. So, anyways, Nick. Hurt Business win.
Yeah, clean as a whistle.
Awful start for Retribution on there. Now that they're officially Raw superstars.
Yeah, T-Bar taps out. I go, wow. Wow.
And then the Fiend comes back and single-handedly obliterates Retribution.
Uh-huh. Besides Ollie, who just barely managed to escape.
Well, I think T-Bar sacrificed himself.
Yeah.
Being a good follower, I guess.
And by the way, Retribution also has new gear.
You know what, Nick? I like their gear. I think it's cool. But it's just black and white and gray.
Stupid.
It's just black, white. It's whatever. I guess they needed something now that they're officially a team. I don't know. I mean, a group. My bad. Yeah. Awful way to start Retribution's run on Raw. And Ali's
Yeah.
first.
And why did we get this over what was originally advertised and just Mace versus MVP? Have Mace beat the shit out of MVP.
Exactly. You know, they're kind of booked in a corner again because Retribution looks like dumbasses, which they always
booked
do.
themselves into the corner.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I know. They
There's no reason for them to be in the corner in the first place.
Jesus, I don't know. I hate to say this, but it was so stupid. It was so stupid. And I mean, like, that's not even.
I don't hate to say it. I like to say it. It's dumb.
It's dumb. It is dumb. You're right. And WB, you got to do better than this. It makes no sense. And so what was after this, Nick?
So after this, we had AJ Styles.
Oh hell yeah!
With
and
his
I say
new
that sarcasm.
bodyguard.
No, apparently.
So when I first saw this, by the way, for anyone who hasn't seen this, AJ Styles' new bodyguard is the really, really, really big, tall guy that was the bouncer for Raw Underground and was also the Supergiant Ninja for Tozawa.
Yeah.
Apparently, wait, hold on. First, I read the reason that they keep putting him in these types of roles is because he's super shit in the ring, and I'm like, no shit, just look at him.
Well, dude, I don't know what they expect. He's that, like, you're that tall. And
it's not like he's the Big Show who's got meat on his bones, and like he looks like that motherfucker would just snap like a twig. Like, like in John Gonzalez.
Yeah. And, like, I mean, I think he's a great bodyguard. Like, who wouldn't be terrified of a 7'3" guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that guy looked like if he jumped like too high, his knee would just snap.
Yeah. I don't know. But so they put him with AJ Styles, and at first why does AJ need a bodyguard?
Yeah, exactly. But when I first saw this, I posted on my Instagram story, I hate AJ's booking. But then someone brought up the point that this is kind of like Shawn and Diesel. Which then when I thought about that, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it kind of is. And I've kind of lightened up a bit to this. I'm still not completely for it.
Yeah.
But I'm not as against it after more thought.
Yeah. I'm with you. Because
at least they're doing something with AJ.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I really care about.
And he wrestled Matt Riddle on the show, which good match. Just was there to highlight that AJ has a big manager now.
And before the match,
the big guy.
Do you know his name?
I don't, but Jimmy Corderas was not thrilled.
He was going to cry.
I don't think he was. He was going to cry. He was like, "You stole my job. Please leave the ring."
Please,
and
I don't care what you do after the match.
Smiling. He's like, "You motherfucking cry. You fucking cry, baby. Fucking pussy."
What do you like, pussy, Paul?
Jesus, it was. But so yeah, and as expected, right? And right move, especially with this angle. But I have a question for you about Matt Riddle.
What
do you think they're gonna do with him?
I feel like they're just gonna stick with what they have been doing with him. Mid-card face that
Because like I've
wins and
heard,
loses.
well, you hear all about this heat that Matt Riddle has, and
I haven't heard about Matt Riddle having heat in a couple months.
well, now people think, because I think we brought it up last week, because Seth went to SmackDown and Matt ended up going to Raw. Seth has shoot heat with Matt because Matt, I don't know. Apparently, his wife said something about Becky, which, look, I'm going to defend Becky in this. But,
Oh yeah, 100%. Anyone who doesn't defend Becky in this, you're insane. Matt Riddle's wife, who looks like she's like in her 60s and she's just a nasty looking person. And she's trying to body
yeah,
shame Becky and someone else, I'm pretty sure. And it's just like, dude, just shut up. Like,
yeah. And,
Becky Lynch is gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous, and you're trying to body shame her and say she's
amen.
ugly and shit. It's like when Sonny called Candice LeRae ugly.
Stupid. And Seth Rollins being a good, good, good significant other. Obviously upset about
I
that.
don't think
And
Seth should take it out on Riddle.
well, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. But apparently, according to somebody who sent this into Disco Inferno and Conan's podcast, which I listen to that from time to time. I don't listen to it all that often. Apparently, Matt Riddle shit talks Seth Rollins, saying he's better than him and all that. And I guess
Ooh.
it just rubs Seth the wrong way, which it sounds like something
that
Seth would. Sounds like something Seth would.
that sounds like something Riddle would say, and sounds like something Seth would get mad at.
Yeah, so it's just something you believe, you know. And he was like, "Yeah, I don't want to work with Riddle ever." And I'm like, "Man, that sucks." Because they'd probably do a great angle, and they'd probably have good matches. But
They'd have good matches and shit, but it's not like something I can't live without.
sure, yeah. So I mean, like, it's something of, look, people are people. You know, we get mad at stuff all the time. Can't. It's none of my business. So
You wish it was your business.
listen, do I? The Matt Riddle and Seth thing? Not really. Not even anything of that, because I'd probably take
No,
everything.
the Becky Lynch part.
Oh, oh, I know what you're talking about. The thing, yeah, no, it's whatever. But
No,
I
you wish
was,
Becky Lynch was your business.
I'm, I'm a 16-year-old boy. Sam, please edit this. Please edit this. Please edit this. But I need to just.
Don't edit any of this.
If Marky Extreme has enough balls to say he wants to bang Brandy Lauren, when that motherfucker looks like he's about 34 and she's like 23. Yeah, you know what? Becky Lynch is hot. All right, there. I didn't say I could have just did it, but you know what, Sam? Keep it. I don't care.
That pause was incredible.
Oh, all right. You know what? Here's the bottom line. Yes, Becky Lynch is hot. I will leave it at that. Anyways, so what was after that? Yeah, Matt Riddle lost.
Yeah, Matt Riddle lost, and then we saw Asuka versus Lana. This was like 5 minutes of nothingness, and Asuka won.
As she should.
And then after the match,
oh yeah, oh my god, I did
Shayna
not like this
Baszler
at
and
all.
Nia Jax came out and put
Samoan
Lana
drop again.
through a table and were going after Asuka, but then Asuka kicked Shayna in the head and got away.
What's weird is I think they're doing the Samoan drop just so people can be like, again.
I think it's funny.
It is funny, and I don't know. And
It's
then
just like it's Lana. Who cares? Like
exactly,
people
yeah.
are acting like, oh, justice for Lana. Lana doesn't deserve this. Like
Well, they
why?
think it's
Why do people?
they
Why do you care about Lana all of a sudden just because Miro's in AEW?
if Rusev was still in WWE, y'all probably still wouldn't give a shit.
If Rusev was in WWE right now, no one would give a shit about Lana getting treated like this.
Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, it's funny. And then they were like, "All right, we want a challenge." And then Mandy and Dana came out,
Mm.
they are a tag team. Then came Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce. I'm like, what the hell? And then even more, what the hell? The Riot Squad, who got drafted to SmackDown, were in this match.
You texted me like, what the fuck is this? But I really didn't see what you. I really don't see why you think this is confusing or what the fuck. Because the tag titles are cross brand, so and they're a legitimate tag team, so it's really not what
you
the
know what?
fuck. I really didn't think it was that.
You know what, Nick? You're right. You're right. You're right. I overreacted. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I was like crossing my fingers, hoping for Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai to come out because they're like my dream people to hold the women's tag titles. I think they would be incredible as women's tag team champions. And I really want to see someone down in NXT hold those tag titles.
I think those two would be the only. I wouldn't say only option, but I think they'd be the smartest option. You know,
I think Case Catanzaro and
Caden
Carter would be good champions too. And it sucks as NXT has built a couple of female tag teams, but it's just for nothing. Because NXT, those titles are supposed to be cross-brand, including NXT, but NXT get like last year they only got the one match, and then this year they've gotten one.
One match.
Yeah, so they've gotten two matches, two women's tag team title matches on NXT the past year.
And yeah, Nia Jax and Shayna won, right? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And what else was on this show? Yeah. Oh, the segment of the wasn't segment of the night, but it was for a good 30 minutes. Elias's concert.
Oh no, this was I thought this was segment of the night. I thought this was possibly segment of the week.
The Otis thing more, so I was like, all right, I'll speak for Nick here, but I think Elias. This was segment of the night.
Okay, yeah, I think the later segment was segment of the night, but not for Otis. But I'll talk about that later.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
This is definitely this is one of the highlights of my wrestling week.
Because this was just good stuff. I'll tell you
just
what.
Elias went out there and performed a legitimate concert, which you want to get into that Dave Meltzer tweet from today?
Yeah. How about that? How about that? Because this motherfucker really wants to talk shit about Elias. Bring Elias into something he doesn't belong in.
Okay, let's just get this out of the way right now. We are not going to talk about that segment on AEW Dynamite. It makes me extremely angry, and I thought it was extremely embarrassing to the professional wrestling business. That's all I'm going to say about it. And I asked Drew, can we please not talk about it? So we're not going to talk about it. All right? There's only like two things we're going to talk about from that entire AEW episode, because I don't want to talk about it. I don't even know if I want to talk about that company ever again on this podcast or watch it ever again. I know I might be overreacting or whatever, but that's just how I feel about it, all right? So, Dave Meltzer, I think it was yesterday, tweets, "Oh, Elias performs a concert and no one cares. No one bats an eye. Oh, but MJF and Chris Jericho do music and everyone goes crazy." It's just, first of all, Elias, he performed a concert, which makes sense. Like,
That's his gimmick.
you have, yeah, he's a musician. You know, in real life, people perform concerts and, like, Drew, let me ask you, what's more believable? A musician performing a concert, or two people randomly out of nowhere busting into a musical dance number?
Elias, 100%.
Exactly. And Elias was actually great. He performed a great song with a great band. I don't know who that band is. They performed very well.
And I'm just
And Elias did it for a reason, because he's got an album coming out next week, which I'm very excited for, by the way.
Well, if that concert means anything, that album's going to be really good.
I'm just going to listen to that. I know for sure
singer.
I'm listening to that song for a while.
Elias?
Amen, 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 amen.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. I'm going through you.
And then at the end of the show, the fake crowd is like, "We want an encore," and Elias goes, "You guys want an encore? Hand me my guitar." And then obviously we know now it was Jeff Hardy, and I know it was Jeff Hardy because Jeff Hardy can play guitar. So he plays a little riff, and Elias goes, "Hey, Big Stott, I don't know who you think you are, but this is Elias's show." And he turns around. It's Jeff Hardy. Elias is pissed.
He's pissed.
And Elias ducks. And he hits the mic, and Jeff goes, "I didn't hit you with that car, man. Come on."
Come on, Elias, I love you, man.
Elias. Elias. But man, what a segment! What a segment! This might be the weirdest thing to anyone will probably hear me say. Not true. That's really not true. I'm very excited for Jeff Hardy and Elias at Hell in a... How about that, Nick? How about that?
I'm not. I don't know what I was gonna say there. I'm excited for it.
Well, where I thought you were going with there was you're not excited for the match, but you've enjoyed the angle so far.
I don't really care about the match. I just care about seeing Elias.
That's true. Apparently, from what I've seen, which take this with a grain of salt, Elias might be getting something big on Raw, baby, and I'm excited for it because it's a great gimmick, and he makes it work, and he's a good heel. He's over, so he could be a babyface.
It finally feels like we're back to the Elias, you know?
Yeah.
We're finally back to Elias and his glory days of 2017, 2018, before... Now look, I like Elias, and yeah, he's very over. And Elias works as a babyface, and maybe it's just because he's never been given enough time to really, truly become a good babyface.
He's just a better heel
way
right
more
now.
as a heel.
Yeah.
Because, like, that 2018 babyface run, that was
he worked one guy the whole time.
He worked that one feud with Bobby Lashley and some matches with Corbin, and then just immediately turned heel again on Jeff Jarrett. So that just... he never even got a chance to get his feet off the ground.
Slat nuts.
And then he turned... Drew, when did he turn face? The second face run. When did he turn face?
He turned face when he came back from his ankle injury.
Which was when?
Like November last year, maybe?
Was that when he beat the shit out of Drake Maverick on SmackDown?
The only thing I remember from Elias being a babyface is this year when he wrestled Corbin. Oh, he almost died twice. Because remember when he got pushed off the ledge, like the first, I think it might have been the first SmackDown in the PC. They pushed him off that little balcony. It wasn't little.
You didn't answer my question.
What?
Was that when he beat the shit out of Drake Maverick when he returned?
Maybe. I don't remember though, to be honest.
Cause I remember seeing. I wasn't watching at the time. I just see on YouTube Elias, like Drake Maverick apparently was like hitting on Dana Brooke or something. And then like Elias came out and like hit him with his guitar or something.
Yeah, that's when he turned face. And Dana Brooke really wanted Elias to play a song, and he kept saying no. I'm like, come on,
2019 Drake Maverick was weird.
He was entertaining, and then he went to SmackDown. He did nothing. I think he wrestled.
Did he get drafted to SmackDown?
Yeah, in the supplemental draft.
Didn't even know that.
I think he wrestled Bryan once or twice, maybe Gulak, and then he got fired and then got rehired. Now he's in NXT now. Which we got when we talk about NXT too.
Yeah, man.
Killian Dane warming up. All right, and then
live putting it in his notes.
Yes, sir. I forgot. Anyways, what else was on the show?
We saw Sheamus and Kofi Kingston, where the only thing worth talking about from this entire thing was Sheamus said 2 turds, and it sounded like 2 turds. Get it? Because he's Irish. I think that's moving on. The Hurt Business were backstage, looking badass as always. Titus O'Neil's trying to join the Hurt Business.
Yep. And
MVP says, let me talk to my people. Turn around for 1 second. All right, we've already discussed it. Titus goes, damn, y'all already talked about it? And then MVP goes, we're in business. And Titus goes, oh, this is awesome. He starts shaking everyone's hand. Bobby Lashley was so reluctant to shake his hand. It was funny. And then MVP goes, where in business? And then they beat the shit out of Titus. And I'm like, damn, that's the shits.
Could you imagine Titus in the Hurt Business?
Hurt Business worldwide! Hurt Business are walking down to the ring looking all serious and badass. Just see Titus on the side.
Jesus. I can't remember what else was on this show now.
And then we got El Gran Gordo.
Oh, yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
I saw that and I said, God damn it. Motherfucker, god damn. Different gimmick. Masked Otis is on Raw. Otis is on SmackDown.
Oh, what are you talking about, Otis? This was El Gran Gordo.
Oh, yeah. This dude made his debut. He's been paying his dues all in Mexico. Worked CMLL, The Crash, AAA.
This man is a veteran of this business.
You better respect him, dude. He also was on Lucha Underground. I hope you guys didn't miss him.
Yeah, he was in that He was in that stable with Big Rick and those gangster people.
Oh, dude. Willie Mack's trio, Big Rick's trio for the Trios tournament was him, Isaiah Swerve Scott when he was Killshot, and Willie Mack. Holy shit. Nice. But, so...
To me, my favorite part of this segment was the Miz's promo.
It was great.
Otis. Great promo, as always, by the Miz. Miz never disappoints on the mic. And I was just watching this promo. I'm like, God, it's just such a shame this guy has not won another world title. And I truly think it's just because they're scared to... Because the thing... Back in the day, they would just put the world title on people. And if they would put the world title on people and then book them so bad that they could not even have a chance of succeeding as world champion. and then they would blame it on the guy they put the world title on, take it off of him, and then shove him way down the card. Miz, Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler,
Well, Jack Swagger. Come on now.
Jack Swagger could have been a good world champion if they would have given him a chance and they would have actually booked him right. But no, they booked him like a shitty heel. Shitty coward heel.
That's fair. Yeah.
Then when he won the title, he himself kind of ruined his world title reign at the start by just winning it and then just complete stone face holding the belt up. Yeah. Not a single emotion in his whole body. Oh, Alberto Del Rio, that's another one.
That's the only time you're going to hear Alberto Del Rio's name on this podcast, by the way.
Except when he's being buried. I'm going to celebrate. If he gets convicted, oh man, if he goes to prison, I'm going to celebrate.
He should go to prison for what he did, which, if you don't know what he did, look it up.
Uh-huh.
Who else?
And it would have happened. It would have happened to Drew McIntyre if he would have actually gotten his world title reign, because he was supposed to in like 2010. But I guarantee that's just what would have happened. He would have won it, held it for like maybe 3 months, would have been booked really shitty, and then just get it taken off of him. Oh, CM Punk in 2008.
Oh, like dude, you're right. CM Punk won the World Tag Titles with Kofi after dropping the World Title.
Yeah, he went from being world champ in the span of a couple months. He went from being world champion to being IC champion. You don't become world champion then IC champion.
And then he became world champion again, like maybe a year later.
It was a year later.
Which good reign, in my opinion. Which is
but
it was still. And it was a good angle, in my opinion. It worked.
Yeah, but back to what I was saying. That's the only reason I can think of why they don't want to put the world title on The Miz again. Either that, or they just can't find a place for them to put the world title on him. Which there's been plenty of times they could have put the title on him.
I think they could put it on him now, but I don't really see him as a realistic guy to beat Drew McIntyre. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You know what?
And if that is the reason why, then that really sucks, because The Miz as a world champion right now would murder The Miz in 2011 as WWE champion.
Oh yeah.
Because The Miz is better in every single way possible than he was in 2011.
I think definitely it's just been maybe it's that The Miz has been in like great angles. He's worked with great guys, but he worked with great guys then, like John Cena. Who else did he work with then?
Oh, and The Miz was not putting on bad performances back then.
No, he worked Orton a couple times.
He beat Orton for the title and then beat him a couple times after that.
Yeah. And then
The Miz was still cutting good promos back then. He was having, I can't speak on his in-ring work back then because I was a little kid. I couldn't tell you a great match from a bad one. And I haven't gone back and rewatched it.
I'm sure he's a lot better now.
Yeah, obviously. But The Miz was not bad back then, and he could have been a pretty good world champion back then if he just would have booked him right. But no, he's got to be the shitty coward heel and work with Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh, no, man. Didn't Michael Cole cost him that match, Jerry Lawler?
Couldn't tell you.
Dude, Michael Cole was the biggest Miz mark back in the day.
I know, it was...
It was brilliant. Brilliant as in funny. Michael Cole is a heel.
It's funny in hindsight. In hindsight, it's funny.
Back then, I was annoyed by him, but maybe it's because I'm older and probably get a bigger kick out of it. Back then, I fucking hated him.
Heel Michael Cole now is like hilarious. Like him when he came out, him like when he had that jersey on when he was with The Rock, and he looked all fat in that jersey, and he took the rock bottom at people's elbow. Hitting him on NXT was funny. Didn't he like hold up a sign that's like said like "Please stop my suffering"?
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, wasn't his gimmick was "I love," which was because the Miz hated Daniel Bryan. I think was the whole thing. But yeah, I didn't Tucker and whatever his name is, I can't pronounce it. Please forgive me, sir. Well, that and I can't remember it. So they beat Miz and Morrison, right?
Pretty sure.
And poor Johnny, man. Johnny Drip Drip. I'm not even gonna say poor Johnny, but whatever. At least he's on TV, you know. And then we had what was after this? See, I'm sorry.
The real professional, Nick here.
Yeah, Nick has actually the whole show written out here.
Yeah, I have the show listed segment by segment. So after this was the Firefly Funhouse, which I thought was funny, but I couldn't really tell you about it. I just remember it was funny. Alexa Bliss is Alexa Bliss is a new member of the Firefly Funhouse. Whatever, I don't care. And then after this, one of my favorite segments of the night, Braun Strowman versus Keith Lee. I'm not going to talk about the match and the result of the match because Braun Strowman beat Keith Lee, which fuck you. I don't care that it was a dirty loss or dirty win. Excuse me. He beat him with a low blow and shit. I don't care.
No,
Braun Strowman should not be beating Keith Lee.
He headbutted him in the nuts.
Yeah, it's like Keith Lee was picking him up, and Braun accidentally headbutts him in the nuts.
And then he pins him after that, right? And then
then he gets up and hits him with a big boot.
Oh.
And then pins him 1, 2, 3.
And then after
that was awful.
Keith turns him around. Nick, tell him what happened.
Keith Lee gets his one foot off the ground, kicks Braun Strowman in the nuts, and starts screaming at him. Keith Lee has become the funniest person on the roster to me. Just the sight of Keith Lee makes me laugh. He said,
"The monster meet the dragon."
He did say that. Like the Welsh dragon?
I guess.
Or like the American dragon, Bryan Danielson? So yeah,
Keith Lee's a dragon now.
Keith Lee's a dragon now. That's sweet, man. That's sweet.
It's so weird. But what was the main event on this? Oh yeah, was that the main event? Match wise?
Believe so.
So then we cut to Randy Orton in the steel cage. And Randy Orton, oh motherfucker, must be Monday. Randy Orton promo, but this time instead of the beginning of the show, it's the end of the show. You know what?
So they say we're gonna make you wait this week.
Yes, sir. Now listen, Randy Orton, great promo. Oh yeah, speaking of promos, before we get to Randy Orton, Retribution cut a promo. I guess to somewhat save.
That's right. This kind of saved Retribution for the night because Mustafa Ali cut really good promo.
Am I allowed to call him Mustafa Ali? Because I think that's kind of heel. I think that sounds more like a heel one.
I believe that's how it's pronounced now because I'm pretty sure Tom Phillips or Byron Saxton pronounced it like that. So I believe that's how it's pronounced now. Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa
Ali.
He revealed that he was the hacker, which no shit, right?
Drew's been bugging me so badly about the hacker. Every time something happens with Ali or Retribution, Drew goes, well, if this leads to
isn't
the
true.
hacker, then I'm cool with it. If this leads to the hacker, I'm cool with it. If this leads to the hacker being revealed, I'm cool with it.
Listen, I said this one time. As far as I know, I have
No,
an awful memory.
I
So he
swear,
might be right.
every time something with Mustafa Ali or Retribution or something like that has happened, you go, if this has something to do with the hacker,
Well,
I'm cool with it.
All right, I'll give you this one because he's probably right, but it did because I'm right, motherfucker. It was the weirdest way to say he was the hacker. He said, "Oh, you know the hacker on SmackDown? Yeah, that was me." I'm like, all right, thank you. Moving on. So, anyways, Randy Orton's in the cell. Why is this shit still red? He's cutting a promo, good promo, and here comes Drew McIntyre. Cue the sword coming out, cutting into his theme, and and Randy Orton's like, "Come on, you can't get in here," and then he rings out like, "What do you call it?"
Bolt cutters.
God, yeah, thank you. And he just snaps it, and did he get
By
in
the
the
way,
cage?
Orton locked himself in the cage when the cage came down.
Yeah, Orton shat himself when McIntyre broke the chain.
And the show goes off air with Drew McIntyre standing in the doorway of the cell. Orton's in the ring with a chair.
Did you see why? That's why the show went off the air?
No.
According to Vincent McMahon, apparently that was a cliffhanger, even though there was another show in the Thunderdome before Hell in a Cell.
Oh wow. Oh man, I'm on the edge
on
of
the
my
edge
seat
of my
waiting. That reminds me. I saw that live you and Sam did the other day, and I only remember what Sam said, but I'm like, Jesus. And I swear to God, me and you said Jesus at the exact same time, and we said it the exact same way too. Jesus. Like how we say it. I swear to God, it was at the exact same time. I start marking out.
Dude, well, you'll find out what we're talking about now later. But you sent the thing to me earlier, and you and I both said the same thing, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, we finally have our outro.
Yeah, outro. It's our outro.
Finally have our outro. I send Drew the video, and I go, "We have our outro." Literally split second later, I see the message. That's our outro, and I'm like, Jesus.
Oh no, man! Great minds really do think alike, is what Nick said. I said, bro. I was like that. Know your bro emotional bro thing.
Oh, know your bro. I haven't thought about that in months.
Bro,
That like time period specifically of the COVID pandemic era of wrestling, just I've started completely blocking out of my mind already. Like the other day, I saw a picture of when they first started having the PC people in the crowd without the masks. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot that they actually did that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That really bit them in the ass.
Yeah, it did.
Apparently, by the way, there's over 30 people in the company right now with COVID-19 in WWE. So that's nice.
I feel really safe there, you know. But that's Raw, guys.
It was in my face.
It was an in-my-face disgrace.
It was literally an in-my-face disgrace, because it was a disgrace to my taste.
But then, let's talk about something great. It's the go-home show. You think we're gonna sing "We Own the Night"?
Whoa! Whoa! We own the night.
We own the night.
Whoa!
Whoa!
We own the night. We own the night. That's right.
Are you ready? Here we go. I'm sorry. So.
Or if you want to throw it back a little bit, we are the new kingdom.
Yeah, all right. So let me tell them the story, Nick.
Did we talk about this last week?
I don't think so.
Pretty sure we did.
Did we? See, I swear to God, we talk about the pod, and then I don't remember it until I listen to it, and I'm like, and I listened to last week, like Monday or something. But either way, whatever. We'll start with Impact. Impact. I think I missed maybe the first 20 minutes Impact. I forgot what was on. I forgot. God damn it! Here we go again. Brain fart.
Impact starts with the 5-way.
That's
where
yeah. I didn't see that.
Where the winner would earn the number 20 spot in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match at Bound for Glory, but the person who takes the pin would enter at number 1. So it was not Cody Deaner, cousin Jake
something.
Hernandez, Alicia Edwards, Drew's favorite wrestler, Alicia Edwards, Rhino. I hate I ain't picking up nothing, man.
Hey, baby. It didn't go Terry.
It didn't go Terry, and it definitely did not go Terry this week. Because, so I really don't remember anything from this match besides Hernandez kept messing with Alicia Edwards, and it made me think I really want to see an oddball tag team of Alicia Edwards and Hernandez. I don't know why I want to see that. I just think it'd be really interesting.
With Reno Scum.
Oh, I hope not.
Jesus.
You know where I wish Reno Scum was?
AEW.
The unemployment line.
Oh.
I shouldn't say that. They have kids. Yeah. At least
yeah.
What the fuck's his face has kids. What's the smaller one's name?
I don't. Dude, you think I know? I just don't know Reno Scum.
I know the big one's name is Luster the Legend.
Yeah, what the fuck? Ooh. What kind of name? Man, I am just shaking in my boots.
Pissing my pants in fear over Luster the Legend. Sounds like some sort of fucking Dungeons and Dragons character or something, or World of Warcraft character.
Alright, Brandon Cutler, slow your roll.
I don't play that shit.
I don't either. But,
no offense to anyone who does.
Yeah. Do your thing. We talk about wrestling, y'all play Dungeons and Dragons, whatever. Heath won this match, right? No, he didn't. Did he?
No.
I didn't think so.
Alicia Edwards was giving Hernandez the business, smacks him in the face. Then Hernandez moves out of the way. Gore!
No. Alicia Edwards took a gore.
Yes.
Holy shit.
You didn't see that?
No. I didn't see
that. Yeah, that's the fucking thing. You didn't see that?
No. God damn it.
Oh, dude, it was beast.
Oh, I gotta watch it. But,
yeah, Hernandez moves out of the way. Rhino hits a gore on Alicia Edwards. Everyone's like, holy fucking shit, she's dead. And then Rhino's checking on her. And Hernandez roll up on Rhino. 1, 2, 3. Hernandez will be number 20 in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match at Bound for Glory. And Rhino will be number 1. We will be starting off the match. We don't know who else will be starting off the match with him, though. We'll find that out at Bound for Glory.
Oh, speaking of, let's plug them tonight. They didn't tell us to plug this, but Impact Plus is free this weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, so this is probably going to come out probably Saturday. So
yeah, hopefully.
This is hopefully coming out Saturday afternoon or something. I want this to come out before Bound for Glory. Yeah, because we're making our Bound for Glory predictions. So if this does come out Saturday, you have all of today. We had all of yesterday, Friday, today as we're recording, all of Saturday and all of Sunday to watch Impact Plus. If you don't already have it, it's free this weekend. please go on there if you don't have it already. Please take advantage of it. Go watch some TNA, classic TNA, Impact, whatever.
Go watch Bound for Glory tomorrow night.
Go watch some incredible professional wrestling if you have never seen. Remember, especially if you've never seen anything from TNA. Oh man, just go watch some old AJ Styles matches, Christopher Daniels matches, Samoa Joe matches, anything from like 04 to like 08. Oh, so good, so good.
And if you
I watched Ben Carter versus Chris Sabin from Explosion, which is Impact Plus exclusive. Fantastic match.
And if you love Impact Plus so much after this free trial, I don't know how much it is a month.
It's only $8 a month. So unbelievably worth it. Just a steal. And it's only $78 a year, which is even less than $8 a month. I definitely plan on getting it. Definitely plan on asking for it for Christmas.
But so what was that? I think I started tuning in right after this match.
Oh, by the way, we didn't get to see a border toss from Hernandez in that 5-way. I was mad. But then after this was Moose and EC3. So Jimmy Jacobs had a sit-down interview with
Holy
Moose.
shit.
And Jimmy Jacobs, he was asking Moose some questions. Moose was just replying with some just simple one-word answers. And Jimmy Jacobs go, Moose, you don't really seem happy. You got your title back. You don't really seem happy. And Moose goes, you don't think I'm happy? You know who's not going to be happy? EC3 at the Bound for Glory! And then gets up, storms off, and then Jimmy Jacobs go, I don't really want to be yelled at again, but we have another 3 minutes. And then some guys in hoodies come in, kidnap Jimmy Jacobs, who puts up zero fight. And gets kidnapped, taken into a van. He goes, hey, what's going on now? Hey, guys, come on, guys.
I literally put in my notes, kidnapping on Access TV. And
we see a live kidnapping of Jimmy Jacobs, where later on in the show we would see him arrive, and he would be placed in front of EC3 at EC3's secret, undisclosed location.
And they went to commercial, and EC3 is doing that annoying-ass noise. I can't do it.
Really can't even do it.
It was like, I don't know. He goes, ask me a question. Here's where are we? And you said it. I think either the Wednesday or Tuesday night. I don't know. He changes up his wording. That's all he does.
Yeah, EC3 reminds me of cult leader Bray Wyatt because I never understand what the fuck he's saying.
But he said, "We're in the narrative, Jimmy. You're in my narrative."
And if you like this new EC3 gimmick, cool. But I'm just not a fan of it.
I think it's a good. Like I told you this before we started recording. It's a good concept, but I'm with you. It says the same thing every week.
It's a good concept. It's just he's not putting it on well. He's not performing it well so far.
And you can say
I was thinking this the other day. Sorry to cut you off, but I was thinking this the other day. I feel like this has to be all EC3. This entire storyline has to be like EC3's idea.
Oh yeah.
Because this is not. Like I feel like this would be a lot better if this was Impact doing it and booking it, because it has not. This whole feud has not been that great.
It's been like See, this feud has good like story behind it. I understand what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? It's been very underwhelming.
Look, EC3. If EC3 was going to come into Impact and only have one feud, Moose was the guy. Since Moose is the reason why EC3 got fired from Impact in kayfabe. But it just hasn't. The execution has just not been that great.
And maybe we get proved wrong because the blow off is tomorrow night in an undisclosed location. Moose is going into the EC3 narrative. Oh yeah. So what I was gonna say was he started screaming for no reason, and then he started cutting. He pushes Jimmy Jacobs out of the shot and starts cutting a promo. He says, "Moose, congratulations, you're becoming who you're supposed to be, but you have been warned." And then it does that weird ass shit where it like zooms in on it, and I'm like, all right, okay, whatever. Moving on.
John E. Bravo
Holy shit.
was yelling at everyone for not being prepared for the wedding next week on Impact. Excited for that.
Didn't Tennille Dashwood and Caleb Conley with a K, Caleb with a K, like just sit down?
Yeah, I think it was Jake something. Jake something was Johnny Bravo was just like, "Did you get the photographer?" And he's like, "Yeah." Okay, what's his name? I don't know. He found me. I think it was like, and then he goes, I think it was like Caleb, and then Caleb Conley. Yuck. Comes in, Caleb with a K. And Tino goes, "Am I getting paid for this?" And Caleb goes, "Yeah, of course. I wouldn't do that to you."
And then they're like getting shots, and he's like, "Sit down!" And Johnny Bravo was like, "Sit down!"
Yeah, and then Taya Valkyrie walks in, and she goes, "I never treated you like this. I didn't do this to you." Because Johnny Bravo's been acting like a dick this whole wedding time. And Taya Valkyrie said, "I never did this. I never acted like this to you." Because she did.
Yeah. So, and didn't Nevaeh... I'm not Nevaeh, Havoc, sorry. Oops.
Break!
Havoc! Break! So I think the stipulation of the match was like, if Havoc loses, Father James Mitchell has to come do something.
She has to resurrect Father James Mitchell.
I didn't know he was dead.
Ow! I thought he was dead. He's not anymore, at least. Yeah, I would really like to know the history between Jessica Havoc and Rosemary. Why James Mitchell's dead. I wasn't watching Impact whenever the hell that happened.
All I know is Allie was killed off when Allie went to AEW. That's all I know. And James Mitchell was in that feud, was in the middle of that feud.
So yeah, we're gonna see the return of James Mitchell, one of the best managers in TNA history, if not the best manager in TNA history.
So after that was
Deonna Purrazzo and Kylie Ray both cut promos, video package promos on the night, hyping up their match at Bound for Glory.
I'm excited for it.
Super excited for that match. Both were great promos. And then we saw Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan.
I'm taking back what's mine.
You can't hold me down. I am the fire. A lot of singing on this podcast. I like to sing.
Are we hypocrites, Nick?
How's that?
Are we hypocrites because we trash Jericho and MJF for breaking out into music? We do it on our own podcast.
Oh, sweet Jesus! Don't even compare us to that.
But anyways, so this match was alright. You know, just to build up Ken Shamrock.
Their usual Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan's usual good match.
Yeah. Wait, so I don't remember. Was it okay, Sammy won via roll up because Ken Shamrock distracted Eddie. And
Eddie Edwards looked like he was about to win, and then Sami Callihan crawls over to the corner, grabs his phone, makes the lights go out because he's the hacker, you know. Yeah. And then let's go out. Ken Shamrock is all of a sudden on the apron. Roll up by Sami Callihan. 1, 2, 3. Sami Callihan beats Eddie Edwards. Hey, wait, by the way.
That may be the...
Did you notice that they shortened the intro even more to Eddie Edwards' theme song?
Yeah, I did notice that.
Because usually it's like, dun, 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 I'm taking back what's mine. But then on Impact this week, it was just, I'm taking back what's mine. But that's not even how the original song starts.
No, it starts with the intro,
Helter Skelter, state of mind. I'm not afraid of sin tonight.
But that might be the quickest no-sellable roll-up of all time. Eddie Edwards immediately got up and just took the fight to Callahan. Here comes Ken Shamrock.
Yeah!
And Ken Shamrock.
I guess Eddie did deserve that, man.
And Sammy Callahan goes, break his ankle. Break it!
Break his ankle. Break it!
Eric Young. Let's talk about Eric. It's big words!
Big words!
I really don't remember anything he said. I just remember laughing the whole time.
That was... What was the segment this week?
It was EY doing an interview, and then Rich Swann came in and beat him up.
That's
and
right.
I think Rich Swann may have shaved, and I'm scared because Rich Swann is not. Rich Swann looks so fucking weird with no beard.
He does. Hey, wait. Before that though, for this we had a 6-person tag. It was Trey Miguel, Willie Mack. Drew, why do you hate Willie Mack?
I don't hate Willie Mack, Nick. He's a great performer.
Trey Miguel, Willie Mack, and TJP versus Chris Bay, Rohit Raju, Desi Hitman. I kiss you if it wasn't for COVID. And Jordan Grace.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Jordan Grace was awesome in this match. Willie Mack sold the fuck out of was it a spine buster?
Yeah.
Yeah, Willie Mack sold the fuck out of a spine buster from Jordan Grace. Basically the whole story of this match was at the end, Chris Bay hits Rohit with the art of finesse and costs his own team the matchup.
Which Chris Bay is the only other heel in this match, so.
You know, one thing that bothered me from this was when Chris Bay hit the art of finesse, Josh Matthews just went, oh, Chris Bay with a cutter! It has a name.
Josh. Damn it, Josh. God bless America.
Oh my God, I forgot to tell you this. By the way, on Explosion, Josh Matthews does commentary alone.
What?
I'm like, oh God.
What happened to Don Callis and Matt Striker?
They did commentary for Explosion?
It was like Katie Forbes and somebody, and Katie Forbes was twerking, and Don Callis, was marking out over it. Matt Striker's like, I don't like this, Don.
Don Callis and Matt Striker. That sounds awesome.
I'm pretty sure it was them.
I'd rather have Matt Striker and Madison Rayne. I think Madison Rayne is a really good commentator. She might be my favorite female commentator.
What makes me sad is the fact of Matt Striker said he'd much rather work in the truck than on the booth.
Yeah, that's why. That's why he's in the truck. Which makes me sad. And I've been binge watching. I'm trying to watch every episode of WWE CW. And so I've been binging it. And obviously Matt Striker's on there. Yeah. He's a really good heel. Like, he was a really good talker. Like, you get heat, like really good heat.
They could bring in a big guy and give him Matt Striker as a manager. Impact. But I don't think they would do that.
Like, Jake something.
Oh, dude, yes.
I'm excited for Jake something. Go as a singles dude. That's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, dude, he is a good heel. But him and Kurt Stallion were a team in AEW, which obviously can't happen now because Kurt Stallion's on 205 Live. Anyways,
You say AEW?
AAW. They're a
Oh,
indie company in Chicago. That's where the besties usually work.
yeah. I thought you said AEW.
They're pretty cool. But anyways,
I get AAW
you
confused with
know,
AIW sometimes.
around the same place. I
Which
think
one
like
is which one is Mance Warner the champion of? Is it AAW?
AAW, AAW,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
And which
And then IAW, that's Cleveland, right?
I believe so.
I believe
Uh,
so.
what?
I
But
don't
Nick,
know my indies.
I think if you watch anything, I think you need. I don't watch any AAW like shows. I just watch AAW promos because they're well produced, in my opinion.
Oh my
So,
god, it's Zicky Dice.
oh dude, oh I'll let Zicky Dice. Oh my god, it's Zicky Dice, dude.
Yes, fans or
What?
something?
Who the hell is that guy? Oh, huge fans.
I haven't watched that in a couple months.
Man, you guys leave a comment if you want to see outlandish Zicky Dice. Come on, Miscellaneous discussions. It's not gonna happen. I'm motherfuckers
And
don't got
ask
money.
and try and get him on for us too.
Yeah. If you guys want to pay him,
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic.
because like we have no money to give him. All right, I'm very stingy. I don't give people my money. But anyways,
He's
what
too
else?
busy spending it on shitty Randy Orton elites.
Yeah. Nick, get on my head.
And shitty Bobby Fish elites.
It for people.
Every
Well,
single elite that you got, besides Kyle, which you didn't even need that much, was all shit.
I like the Maverick.
With those fucking big paws he's got.
No, I don't like the hands, but he's so short. It's hilarious. I put him
I would
beside
hope
Roman.
so.
I put him beside Roman Reigns. I said, "Damn, this figure really is accurate."
Yeah, I'm positive that's just a Rey Mysterio body. Like the
Man,
entire body.
are you sure?
I'm pretty positive that's just an entire Rey Mysterio or
I'm.
Kalisto body.
It may be Kalisto, just with shorter legs.
No, I really don't think they made new legs for him.
You're probably right. Matt Riddle's arms are a problem, by the way. But anyways, like
No shit. No
jacket off.
fucking
I took that
shit.
jacket off. I took that jacket off, and I went, "What the fuck is this shit?"
With his little fucking T-Rex arm.
Yes, fuck is this shit.
With
But
his T-Rex arms and his massive legs.
that is very true. That is very true. What was I in? What was the? Oh yeah, North and Good Brothers, which you fell asleep during.
Wait a
second,
we
gotta talk about Nick, why did your EY get so high pitched? You haven't been doing it much, probably.
Because I do it too much.
Kingston!
Kingston, motherfucker!
Oh yeah, let's talk about this before we get into EY segment.
Fucking do my EY impression too much and now it's not as good.
Coming soon, narrations of Moose and Goose Adventures. Let me hear a pop. Let me hear a pop for it, Nick.
Kingston!
What, bro?
We're fucking going live, baby!
Already on the fucking Disney Channel, you fucking moron. Fuck.
I mean, it's shoot!
Oh. This is probably when people cut off the podcast.
Everyone's just like, God, that's so awful. I only do that Eric Young impression because it's like hilarious to me and Drew.
It is.
That's why Moose and Goose Adventures exists, because it's funny to me and Drew. That's why we had Chris Benoit on there.
That is true. We were like, oh, he's the question mark. And
massive decline.
Dude, no.
Steep decline.
Like the way the decline, we paid for it, but I thought that shit was funny.
Yeah, me and Drew thought it was hilarious.
Like
we were the only ones.
Like somebody get Aaron Shooter Steve.
Somebody please get Aaron Shooter Stevens some help.
Corgan's like,
they turned Aaron Stevens into a vegetable and he fell down the stairs. If you've never seen Moose and Goose Adventures, please listen to these narrations, because to us they're hilarious.
I'm sure we have like 4 fans.
Yeah.
But so EY, I really don't remember.
Hey, wait, by the way, that might not be the only new bonus show coming from Miscellaneous Discussions. Wink, wink.
Yes, sir.
Nudge, nudge.
Yeah, I feel you. I don't remember anything from EY's promo. I swear to God, he was saying big words, and I'm like, EY.
He goes, so, he has talked about that, he's giving people warnings, but they're just not learning.
Yeah.
And
he said
everything that he's doing, people did to themselves. He gave them the warnings, they're not learning. So he's making them learn, and he's giving them what they deserve.
Oh, dude, Scott D'Amore, holy shit! I will never get over how much he bumped for Eric Young.
Like a light shove, throws himself back into the corner.
Scott D'Amore is great.
I love Scott D'Amore. Someone said that they think someone was listing the positives and the negatives for Impact, and they said Scott D'Amore being in a full-time person on Impact is a negative. I think it's such a positive. I love seeing Scott D'Amore. Just because I'm a huge Team Canada mark.
I was like, Scott D'Amore is just likable to me. You know what I mean?
He's funny. He's genuinely funny. Naturally funny.
He was also on the Talking Shop, which we're not going to review, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't remember anything from it. Besides the Steiner thing. I remember nothing.
Thanks for that raise, boss man.
Oh, Scott D'Amore was on it, and I was like, man, this is really unprofessional. Why is the boss partying with him?
Who do you think do Scott D'Amore and Don Callis have an equal amount of power?
Well, to me, probably. But that's just an assumption. I don't know. Because, like...
Well, Don Callis got his boy Michael Elgin into the company, so...
Yeah. So... But when you talk, like, remember when Brian Myers was reviewing the belt and the ring for AEW, and MJF was there? So he was reviewing like the AEW belt.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And MJF goes, "So who's your boss?" And Brian Myers goes, "Scott D'Amore." So I guess they're like I guess they do have an equal amount of power. Just I guess Scott D'Amore just does more media than Don Callis.
Scott D'Amore's the more recognizable face.
Yeah.
For Impact, because he's been there for so long.
Yeah,
and he had more on-screen time. Don Callis had on-screen time in TNA too, back in like the Asylum years. But D'Amore had more.
Yeah. But so during this EY promo, after that, Rich Swann comes in after he was crippled again with that freaking with that kettlebell. Yeah.
Get away from me!
Eric, stop. Shut up, bitch.
Shut up, biatch!
And that's pretty much, yeah, that's
Yeah,
all that
UI
was.
and Rich Swann brawl out to the parking lot. And then in our main event, the North versus the Good Brothers. And I sadly fell asleep during this match because I was just so very tired. And that's Tuesdays when I first started feeling sick. So yeah, that was
Yeah, man,
kind of a crappy day.
Yeah. Long necks and rednecks are my friends.
Well, man, whiskey, take a perfect blend. All right, you want to just get into the Bound for Glory predictions right now, Drewbert?
Yeah, let's. You know what? All right, Sam. Cut back right now. All right, let's do Bound for Glory predictions right now, Nick. You just pitched that to me. Sorry.
I was gonna say.
I'm sorry. My bad, bro. Start off with
Yeah,
the
let's
call
get
your shot
into
gauntlet.
Bound for Glory.
This world doesn't belong to them. It belongs
I'm
to
gonna.
us.
Oh my god! All episode of Impact this week. I'm like, this is the last time I'm gonna get to see these promos. I'm gonna miss these commercials so much.
It's just the same commercial, just one's extended. It's Eric Young, and it's just him being he's.
And each week,
Me and
they're
Nick have
always
ruined
one of
Eric
my
Young.
favorite parts of the episode is seeing those
Yeah.
commercials. You frighten me sometimes. Why?
Why? Because of who I am.
No, because of who you can become.
Do you know where you are?
I'm in a dream.
You're in my dream.
No, you gotta you gotta bang the table. You're in my dream.
And then what did he say?
I don't remember after that because every time I just start dying laughing after that.
And then it
I
just
used to
goes
think
to,
I was a product of my circle. Then I became a product of my decisions. And he fist bumps himself in the jail cell. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm gonna miss him.
But so kicking off, call your shot, gauntlet. Well, actually, no. There's a kickoff to Bound for Glory
Oh,
on
that's
Access
right.
TV.
Yeah.
The Rascals versus the Deaners, Nick. Who you got?
You gonna watch that, Drew?
Maybe.
I'm probably gonna watch it just because I love the Rascals.
It's probably gonna be on if you watch it on Impact Plus, probably gonna be on the stream.
I don't know. Well,
Maybe.
Bound for Glory is not on Impact Plus.
What? No way.
You thought that Bound for Glory was on
Yeah.
Impact Plus? No,
Yes.
you idiot.
What? Well, that's dumb. I thought Bound for Glory was gonna be on Impact Plus, and I was like,
No, they're not gonna give away the pay-per-view for free. They're not gonna give away the live pay-per-view for free.
all right, you're right.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it for free.
Well, yeah, you are.
Illegally. Drew, you're just gonna have to join me
I guess.
in watching it illegally.
All right, and the call your shot gauntlet, Nick. Here's who I got.
I mean,
oh wait, no. Rascals versus
pretty
Deaners.
obvious.
Son of a bitch. I forgot. The Rascals are going over.
Rascals. Now, Drew, you
Yeah.
said this pay-per-view isn't predictable. I think it's pretty predictable, to be honest.
I think it's predictable, but out of the three events we're going to be predicting, I
Hell
think
in
it
a
might
Cell
be.
only has 5 matches.
Yeah. But call your shot gauntlet. I got Heath, baby.
My damn Heath, man.
I ain't picking up nothing, man.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious Heath is winning this. He's probably going to cash in his title shot for a tag title match with Rhino.
Who do you think's going to win the tag titles?
Okay, so definitely not the North. This is the hardest to predict match on the show. Like by a mile.
Yeah.
I've been going back and forth for weeks now on who I think is going to win this match. Okay, so definitely not the North because they were just champions for a year. And bold prediction. So, okay. I have two bold predictions. So, one is more bold than the other.
Mm-hmm.
First
I know what
one,
you're talking about.
Bound for Glory, the North are going to break up. And then the even more bold prediction, Bound for Glory 2021, the main event will be Josh Alexander beating Ethan Page for the Impact World Championship.
I like it. I like it a lot. Now, do I think that's going to happen? That'd be cool. Just so you could just be cocky on the next week's pod saying, motherfuckers, I told you. Right? But,
if I'm right about that, I'm not gonna ever shut up about that.
yeah. I don't expect you to.
I'm gonna be the rest of my life. I'm gonna be you're talking to the man that predicted the Bound for Glory 2021 main event a year early. And then the person I'm talking to is gonna be like, "Who even are you?
Yeah. Who the hell are you?"
Who'd you ever beat?"
And, all right, I'm going to go with my gut here. I think the Good Brothers are one of the tag belts.
Okay, so definitely not the North. I think the Good Brothers are way too predictable.
Sure, yeah.
Like in kayfabe.
Yeah. You're going to go with Ace Austin and Madman Fulton?
I see. I really want to go with the Machine Guns because I really want the Machine Guns to win.
Mm-hmm.
But my gut is telling me Ace and Fulton. But you know what? It worked with Sami Zayn. Didn't work so much with Takeover with Johnny Gargano. But I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna go with who I want. Because I'm a mark. I'm gonna go with who I want. I'm gonna go with the Motor City Machine Guns. But 100 miles an hour down a dead end road. I need a little Detroit in my soul. Motor City. I don't know, dude. Just know that my gut is telling me Ace and Fulton, but I'm going with my heart and the Motor City Machine Guns.
Okay. And after that is Eddie Edwards and Ken Shamrock.
Eddie needs your name, man.
You know what, Nick? Bold prediction. Ken Shamrock, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Shamrock too. I don't really think Shamrock is a bold prediction though.
Yeah. Well, this is probably
but if you really want to, well, I don't know. If you're like actually going with Ken Shamrock, building him up as a big heel now, making himself, Sami Callihan, making him back into the world's most dangerous man, then yeah, Shamrock has to win this one. If you're just doing this to give Eddie Edwards something to do at Bound for Glory, then I'd say Edwards is gonna win.
Okay, yeah.
But I think Shamrock's gonna win. Eddie Edwards already got the big win in the main event of Slammiversary.
I'm gonna
go with Ken Shamrock.
Well, this is something to look out for. I'm pretty sure at the end of the year, Sami Callihan's deal's up, which I think he'll ultimately resign. I think he'll definitely.
I think he said in an interview with Chris Van Vliet, which I think was recorded at the end of last year, Sami Callihan said that Impact is his home and he wants to stay there for a while.
Good stuff. You love to hear that. I do.
They use him right. I think they use him pretty well. Like, I thought the Van Dam feud was pretty crappy, but I bet Callahan enjoyed working with Rob Van Dam.
Yeah. And after is the X Division 6-pack challenge.
Actually, Drew, it is a 6-way scramble match. Whatever that means.
I don't know. Well, you know what, Nick? I want Chris Bay to win, right?
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to go Jordan Grace.
Yeah, I think Jordan Grace is the clear pick in this match.
And are probably going to be against this, which I don't know why, but I get why, because like if you're against Tessa and you're against this, then at least you're sticking with your belief, I guess. But to me, Jordan Grace is a lot more believable.
Oh yeah, well, absolutely.
And I think, well, Jordan Grace isn't an asshole as far as I know. So
I know she seems like she's a great person.
Yeah. So
my stance on intergender wrestling, I'm for it if it's believable and it's under the right circumstances. Jordan Grace is believable. Deonna Purrazzo would be believable just because she's such a great technical wrestler and she could work a body part.
Well, speaking of Deonna Purrazzo, she is locked in. She's staying in Nashville, baby.
And I know a lot of people probably don't agree with me on intergender wrestling. Oh, all women are believable. That's just not me. I'm sorry. That's just not how I see
people have their different tastes in wrestling.
Yeah, I'm just not into that. If you are, cool. I'm not. Don't hate on me for not.
But after this, Nick, we have EC3 and Moose and EC3's narrative, which is an undisclosed location. This is going to be cinematic, as we said last week. If this is EC3's only match in Impact, I don't see why he should win.
Oh, EC3, whether this is his last match in Impact or not, he's 100% for sure winning.
Well, listen, kid, you got to do the favor, but yeah, I've got EC3.
You got to do the favor on the way out.
And then, what's after this? So there are 3 more matches after this, right? Or 2?
2-1.
Because the Knockouts title and the World title.
Oh, yeah, left. Well, Knockouts title, by the way. Deonna Purrazzo is my pick.
You know what, Nick? I don't think they're going to pull the trigger yet. I think this feud's going to keep going, but I'm going to go Kylie Ray just for the fuck of it.
Well, okay, so I definitely think either the world title or the Knockouts title is changing hands. Not both, just one. Either one of them changing hands.
Okay.
I think Deonna Purrazzo's keeping her Knockouts title, and Rich Swann's winning the world title.
All right, well then I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going to go with my heart and go fucking EY is going to win the world title. Keep the world title.
My world! You're living in it! You're not real!
You don't belong here! That's our Bound for Glory predictions. All right.
Also, can we point out that for the past 4 weeks, every single podcast you've been saying, I'm assuming next week they're going to announce that EY and Rich Swann is a no disqualification.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be no DQ. Yeah, exactly. I expected it, and it didn't happen.
Wait, is it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, for I swear for the past month and a half you've been saying
exactly.
It's gonna become a no DQ match. I'm assuming next week it's gonna become a no DQ match.
Yeah, they've got 2 weeks. What's the fuck? I forgot about that.
That was funny.
Yeah, that's funny. Then we've got NXT, Nick.
Well, first of all, just get Dynamite out of the way. There's only 2 things I feel like talking about from this show.
Well, I have one thing I want to call out people on, but
Wardlow.
You don't have to say anything.
Oh yeah, Wardlow and Jungle Boy had a really good match. I really like this match. These two work really well together.
I
Great
agree.
big man, little man match. And
Uh,
then finally, it was officially announced Eddie Kingston will face Jon Moxley in an I Quit match for the AEW World Championship at Full Gear. I am so excited for this.
The promo package for this match was amazing.
Yeah, Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley cut two great promos. Huh? Who would have thought that? Huh?
Exactly.
They cut great. Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley cut great promos. No shit.
Yeah. So, all right. Those are the only two things you wanted to talk about. I want to get this out of the way because this is a big talk. During the main event, I didn't catch this. I literally watched the two things. Oh, and I watched the that segment. Just because I don't know. I'm stupid.
You wanted to see it to believe it.
Yeah, there we go. But I want to get this out of the way. The Alex Reynolds situation. Private party for knocking the guy out. Okay, the saying isn't ain't ballet. It's not. Stuff happens. But you need to work together to make sure something happens. The referee did not do anything.
Fuck Rick Knox for that.
Yeah, there was the Young Bucks, who were EVPs.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything.
Fuckhead, the fucking young fucks. Oh, God, I hate these motherfuckers so much. EVPs of this company, and all they care about is getting their shit in, getting their fucking spots in, not the fucking well-being of their fucking employee. That's your fucking employee right there. But no, you gotta get your spots in.
The only team that seemed like they were like, all right, this guy's out, we gotta get him out of here, was Butcher and the Blade. Which, kudos to them.
Yeah, fucking, good on them.
Because holy shit, that was terrible. Unprofessional.
Butcher and Blade seem way too good for AEW, man.
Exactly. Probably that's why they were Kingston.
Both as people and as wrestlers.
Alright, that's Dynamite. Not a good show, in my opinion. Oh, well, my damn dogs are barking. Holy shit.
Sam, edit that out.
Yeah, please. And, so let's get into NXT, Nick. Much better show, in my opinion.
I'm not going to comment on the overall status of each show because I did not watch all of Dynamite and then did not watch all of NXT because I switched over from Dynamite to NXT after that segment on Dynamite. So I'm not going to comment on the overall of each show.
So, starting out with NXT, I think I really don't. I tuned in after after Ember Moon squash. I don't know who it was, but she beat somebody, and Dakota Kai came out and beat her up. So I came in after that. Austin Theory. We talked about this
all day.
Lost to Bronson Reed twice. And you know what this guy did? I quit. It's over. I quit. Now a lot of guys are like, oh man, thank God and shit. That's not my concern. Because obviously this is storyline. He's going to be back. This motherfucker got in a white van. That was my big concern. I said, what the fuck? I hope that was a bad coincidence. Because I was like, man, that's not right. Nick, what was your joke? It was pretty good. You weren't.
Oh god. Oh yeah. The only thing that would have been better than that if he would have jumped in an ice cream van, or ice cream truck.
Yeah. Johnny Gargano still hates Wheels, Nick. I hate you, Wheel. I hate you,
Wheel. Hate you.
Candice LeRae looks embarrassed.
Yeah, so I watched this segment on YouTube.
Why should she be embarrassed of Johnny Gargano hating Wheels? That's just not right.
Yeah, so Candice said, we're going to have a practice wheel. We're going to practice on the wheel. Johnny seemed very hesitant.
At least he's making something funny out of this.
Yeah. So Johnny spins the wheel. He gets a buried alive match. He's very upset.
He's like, oh no.
Candice spins it. She gets a street fight. She goes, oh my god, street fight, this is great. I'm undefeated in street fights, which I don't know how many she's had, or if that's even...
She beat Mia Yim at the Great American Bash and won. So...
Yeah, is that the only... that's the only one that springs to mind.
I feel like that might be... Yeah. And then,
And then Johnny goes, oh yeah, you're gonna be the NXT Women's Champion. I'm gonna be buried 6 feet underground. And then Johnny spins again, and this time he gets casket match. And then he goes, why does this wheel want me dead? And then he gets up, hate you, wheel, hate you. And he like karate kicks the wheel. And he goes, I'm going to bed. after he fucking karate kicks the wheel, Candice goes, okay. Let's talk about Cameron Grimes. This segment was so beast. I watched this whole segment the other, I think Wednesday. Or no, it was Thursday. Oh, so beast.
So Cameron Grimes is like, what did he say? He was like confident because he hit a cave in on Dexter Lumis last week.
I've stomped Dexter Lumis over here. I've stomped Dexter Lumis over there. I've stomped Dexter Lumis everywhere, and I'll beat Dexter Lumis just like I have multiple times.
And then Mackenzie Mitchell was like, "You have a match with him next week at Halloween Havoc. What was it? A haunted House of
Terrors match."
Yeah, and that motherfucker shat his pants.
He goes, oh, I'm sorry, can you repeat that again, please? And she goes, oh, Mr. Eagle said that. And he goes, are you sure? He's got that fake accent. Sometimes he says something that he doesn't mean.
Dexter Lumis is right behind him.
Yeah, Dexter Lumis is standing behind a door with a glass window, and he's just staring at Cameron Grimes. And Mackenzie Mitchell goes, are you scared of Dexter Lumis? And Cameron Grimes, scared? I've beaten Dexter Lumis on multiple occasions. I'm not scared.
He was
and then he goes, yeah, I'm going to beat Dexter Lumis, and when I do that, I'm going to go to the moon. And then walks off.
Oh, can we talk about how people hate Dexter Lumis' character? What the fuck?
Didn't we talk about that last week?
Did we? See, oh my god. What the hell?
Tisk.
I guess we did.
Tisk. Edit that out too.
Alright, so we haven't talked about how the Undisputed Era got taken out, right? Well, no, let's talk about their promo before this happened. Roderick Strong, what is this dude doing? You know, I love this man, Nick, but he was like, they were talking about Breezango, and he just started shaking his hips. And he goes, courtesy of the Rod and Bob Express. Choo-choo, baby. Like, Roddy, come on now. So then, Bobby Fish has been taken out, right? Who the fuck? He's crying. This old-ass man.
He didn't get taken out. He just fell down the steps. He fell down one step. He fell down in the shower. He didn't have his life alert on.
He was crying. And Roddy's like, can we get some
Help!
medical?
I've fallen and I can't get up.
And then later on in the night, Nick, Roderick Strong, he was taken out. Motherfucker was sleeping in between a door.
Bobby, how did all this dust get on the floor? That's my knee!
So Kyle was like, guys, I can't compete. Oh, well, first. So Kyle was going to replace Bobby, and then Roddy got taken out. So Kyle was like, I can't compete tonight. You can
Yeah,
give
we
it to Roddy.
almost got our Kyle and Roddy reunion, one of my favorite tag teams in fucking NXT history. My personal favorite tag team iteration of the Undisputed Era. Drew, do you agree?
Yes.
Kyle and Bobby is good. And Kyle and Roddy is, alright. But they don't even compare to Kyle and Roddy.
But so Oni and Danny are getting the shot right because Roderick Strong's sleeping and Bobby Fish fell. So, holy shit, this main event. Holy fuck. Oh, wait, no. Let's talk about this 6-man real quick. Oh, and the triple threat. We didn't talk about that. So, Kushida won the triple threat. This is quick. Kushida won the triple threat because Dream cost Ciampa the match. So, hopefully, Dream dies. By Ciampa's hands. And there was one spot I want to talk about in the 6-man because I didn't watch it. Ashante the Adonis is about to do a dive. He just stops and squats down and goes psych and like rubs his beard, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Cool.
So I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I haven't heard somebody say psych since I said it like a week ago. So NXT tag titles, man. Was this segment of your wrestling week? Because this,
oh man,
holy shit!
Oh god, I've been looking forward to talk about this ever since it happened.
So Breezango.
Oh wait, before this, Timothy Thatcher had a live Thatch's Thatch Can class in the ring.
Anthony Green was a student.
Anthony Green was his student. He started shooting on Anthony Green.
Yes, he did.
Shooting, of course. Work shooting, of course.
Yes.
Anthony Green was getting pretty pissed. And actually took Thatcher down, put him in a headlock or something.
Yeah.
And then Thatcher pushed him off. And then they had a match. And Thatcher won. Which was nice. I just like seeing Timothy Thatcher on TV.
I agree.
Now we can get to the highlight of wrestling for the week. That's right, I said it, and I'm not even joking.
Breezango and Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. Alright match, right? It was good. But here's when it really started. Fandango went up to the top to go for, what was it, like the last dance or something? And this man with a metal mask. It wasn't really metal, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Comes down. I don't know how he could see in this thing, but he pushes Fandango down. Breeze sees it. Danny Burch with the big low blow. Big heel turn. I don't know what he hit, but I think Lorcan pinned him. New tag team champions, Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. And this metal mask man comes back and he's hugging Oni and Danny. And right when you said holy shit, I said holy shit, it could be. It could be my takes the mask off. Oh, well. He had something big cooking. It was Pat McAfee. I was like, yes, sir.
I
Love
have
life.
marked out, and I hadn't marked out that hard in a couple weeks ever since Takeover. Oh my god, I was so hyped. I was so hyped, dude. Freaking, they just really gonna throw some. They're really gonna throw Lorcan and Birch finally winning the tag titles and Pat McAfee returning at me at the same time.
It was, oh. And then he cut that promo after NXT, and I missed him. I missed him, to be honest with you.
He's great. Pat McAfee is fantastic. And Sam posted on our Instagram page hinting at this, that saying the most controversial thing in wrestling right now, at least in our group chat, Danny Burch and Rory Lorcan being your new NXT Tag Team Champions. With Sam was trying to say that Lorcan and Burch were jobbers and didn't deserve the titles, and who cares? It was terrible, but it's completely not true at all. Everyone I've seen is loving it. Everyone knows that they deserve it. Anyone who's watched Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan for the past couple of years as a tag team knows they deserve this so much and knows how great they are as a tag team. And fans have been wanting them as tag team champions ever since that incredible match with the Undisputed Era at TakeOver Chicago 2. So yeah, it's so deserved. So deserved.
Plus,
well earned.
Since they're not great talkers, despite what Oney Lorcan posts on social media, on TV,
right.
they're not
pissed.
They're not presented as real great talkers. You know what I mean? Pat McAfee is a great talker, so this was a great fit, I think, to me personally. Pat McAfee is just great. So
anything Pat McAfee does, I'm gonna love because I love Pat McAfee.
I mean, he's funny.
And if any of this sounds ironic, what we're saying or love about Pat McAfee, it's not. We legitimately love Pat McAfee. Jesus.
All right, listen,
Drew.
You were talking, so I thought it was.
And then I stopped talking.
Right when I was about to come back, or right when I was about to unmute myself. But since that really shouldn't be edited out. That was like 2 seconds. Yes, we are using Discord.
That should be edited. Sam, stop. Edit out after I stop talking, and now.
All right. So, anyways, Pat McAfee's great. This was 3 pumps big, and highlight of my wrestling week. You know what else was a highlight? Killian Dane warming up to my guy Drake. Not Drake the rapper, Drake Maverick.
Oh, that's right.
They worked Everrise. Drake Maverick got the team disqualified because he beat the shit out of him with a chair. And Killian Dane loved it. And then he started.
Yeah, I didn't watch this.
And it was great. It was great. NXT. To me, good episode. Pat McAfee coming back was what boosted this episode here. And Nick, I think we get to Halloween Havoc predictions right now.
Yes.
This should be quick and easy.
So, Raquel Gonzalez, Rhea Ripley. I'm just going to go Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, me too.
Dexter Lumis and Cameron Grimes.
Oh, yeah. Dexter Lumis. Spin the wheel, make the deal. This will probably watch this main event, Nick. Candice LeRae and Io Shirai. I think it'll probably be like a street fight or something.
I don't know, but I'm going Johnny and Candice because I'm going with my heart again.
Okay, I'm gonna go Damien and Neo.
Damien Priest.
Damien Priest.
I'd love to bury him 6 feet underground.
But then, Nick, we get to the last little bit of wrestling for the week. Friday Night Smackdown.
Why can't this show get a new theme song?
I don't know. But if they're going to change it to that, I'd rather have Are You Ready?
I don't know, man. That fucking song sucks ass.
Sure. We should probably get another theme, but Fox probably picked it.
They probably only use it because it's a big band.
Yeah. Which, like, you know who else is a big band? Metallica. Why can't they use Metallica?
Because they already used Metallica at WrestleMania and TakeOver.
You think I care? I'd use 3 Days Grace 3 times in a year. I'd use Breaking Benjamin a good amount of it.
Drew, you're the only person that would
Honestly,
use 3
might
days.
be a lot easier.
You're the only person that would use 3 Days Grace in 2020.
Well, it'd be their old stuff, not their new stuff. Which, Nick, you do have a point. But let's talk about opening up SmackDown. It's the Kevin Owens show.
The Kevin Owens show.
And it's with Daniel Bryan. And Kevin Owens is like, I want to come be tag team champions. And Daniel, I think you'd be a great partner. I mean, like, listen to this. Team Hell KO, which is a fire name. Like, why wouldn't you want to use that? And then here come, what was it?
I mean, not as good as Moose and Goose, but
no, definitely not. But Team Hell KO, I think it's pretty fire. And who came out after that?
good draw.
Yeah. Plus, it's with like 2 of the most over acts in the company. I think Kevin Owens is one of the most over acts in the company. But so here comes Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Robert Roode in hand tape. Knowing
Black
that motherfucker.
hand tape.
Yeah. What the fuck? Come on now, Rob. Be better than that. And
I've been catching up on Major Wrestling Figure podcasts since I've been homesick, and Matt Cardona goes, "Wait a second, did Bobby Roode cut his hair already?" And Brian Myers goes, "I think so." And Matt Cardona goes, "What a coward!"
he didn't want to. I don't know.
If I was Robert Roode, I would have cut it too. That's one of the worst in between hairs I've ever seen.
I agree. And then out comes, I think, Nakamura. Oh wait, I think the Street Profits were already in the ring. So
the Street Profits came out and started talking smack on Ziggler and Roode, saying they want the smoke. And then Cesaro and Shinsuke came out, saying they're getting disrespected as always. And then Daniel Bryan said, "Hey Kevin, why don't we show how good of a tag team we can be right now?" And big brawl. Oh my! Me and Drew's boy, our other boy, Adam Pearce. See, I say he's our boy, and then I forget his name for a second. Our boy Adam Pearce comes running down, waving for help.
All right, guys, we're gonna make it a tag match. Then we come back from commercial. Kevin Owens is still wearing his tie, but Daniel Bryan.
This motherfucker runs to the back and puts his gear on.
He didn't want to work in. Those were his good. That was his good.
He's like, Bree just ironed these.
Yeah. So they get the win. Now let's talk about this backstage thing.
Hey wait, the entire heel tag team. I'm watching the match and I'm like, Jesus, we have an entire 4-man tag team of all underutilized guys in the company right now.
Yeah.
Like all guys who should be main eventers. Dolph Ziggler should be a main eventer, multi-time world champion. Bobby Roode should be a big time main event heel. You should have gotten by now already a long heel title run. And then Shinsuke should have been a babyface world champion. Same with Cesaro.
I don't get why Cesaro wasn't world champion, but I don't know. I think
Because he's got no personality, pal.
but as Corny said, they got both him. They fell in love with Cesaro.
Yeah, at least he hasn't gotten fucking shitted on as much as Ono.
Yeah, he's like they love Cesaro, but they ran Chris Hero out of town twice. And
I cannot fucking wait to see Chris Hero pop back up.
You know where I think he should go? You know what? Fuck it. NWA. How about that, huh?
That'd be pretty fucking sweet. He'd be a damn good world champion.
Yes, he would be. But I think he might
speaking of NWA, this week we saw a new television champion from the NWA, the Pope.
Oh yeah, Zicky Dice was looking rough, dude. Like he was never like in great shape, you know what I mean? But he was looking big.
Like, what did we used to say about Zicky Dice? Every time he moved, everything on him jiggled.
Yeah. Listen, if you guys don't know, we hated Zicky Dice when he first showed up. But then we ended up
Zicky Dice. Thought he was the drizzling shits. What even was it that we're just like, oh, this guy's hilarious.
Oh yeah, I remember what it was. He said he started unbuttoning his shirt with talking to Dave Marquez, and he goes, "Oh, I forgot a button." And Dave Marquez went, "Ooh."
For me, when it first started, I think it was that one Battle Royal, like Royal Rumble ripoff that they did, and Zicky Dice comes out and he starts cutting a promo, and he goes, "Oh my god, what did he say?"
Oh yeah, he said, "Oh, this has got a wire, outlandish."
Love Zicky Dice.
But he did something else. My dad watched like the last Power before quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when Zicky Dice won the TV title, I think, or maybe one of the last weeks of Power,
which really sucks.
Yeah, and he had like brown, like on, like it was a design that was brown. And it was like near where like on his ass, and my dad thought he shat his pants.
It's like his face.
My dad thought he shat himself when he watched that. He said he shouldn't. He shit himself, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe.
Hey, wait a second. So I was thinking this. Do you think they only took the belt off of Zicky here just because he wants to leave?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I bet they probably just, excuse me. I feel like they just kept him on his contract for the rest of the year just for him to drop the belt because they didn't want to have another vacant title.
Now, for those who like Zicky Dice, you guys can stir the pot. Where do you think Zicky Dice is going to go? I know that he has other projects he wants to focus on. I think he wants to be a special ed teacher. So
there's only one place that I want him to go, and it's Impact Wrestling, so I can see the most hilarious tag team in professional wrestling history of Zicky Dice and John. Oh, not Johnny Bravo. I'm sorry, I'm getting names confused here. I'm like Drew level right now. Johnny Swinger.
Yeah.
Zicky Dice and Johnny Swinger. Be hilarious tag team. Because they basically have the same gimmick.
But Johnny Swinger's working Crazy Steve right now. That's his young boy.
Every week, every time Johnny Swinger is in a segment, he at least has one line. This week he goes, "Whew, stizzif."
Well, I don't know. I think Zicky Dice could work Impact because that's not a bad schedule. Like
It's really not.
you work like what 2 or 3 days like every couple
It's like
months.
not every couple months. It's like 1 or 2 days, like every month, a little over a month. I think it's just 2 days.
Yeah, it's 2 days of TV.
2 days, like every like month or a little over a month and a half or something. I think it might be 6 weeks. I don't know.
Either way, not a bad schedule in my opinion.
Yeah, not a bad schedule at all.
But going back to SmackDown, after the Street Profits and Team Hell KO won, we cut back. Kevin Owens has taken Angelo Dawkins' headband and has put it on his head. Funniest motherfucker. And Daniel Bryan goes, guys, that was red. That was red. I'm up with the smoke. And he puts his fists out to the Street Profits and says, fist me, boys.
Long, awkward pause.
Kevin Owens spits out his water. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins look uncomfortable. And then here comes Sami Zayn.
You look disgusted.
Yeah. Brian. That was the whitest thing of all time.
Oh, that's incredible.
But then Sami Zayn came out and he was like, I don't really want to, defend the belt.
Yeah, because when Daniel Bryan was on the Kevin Owens show, he said, I think a title should be defended every week on SmackDown, and I think that title should be the Intercontinental Championship. So Sami Zayn came up to Daniel Bryan, and he's like, congratulating, oh, great match, great win, I hope your knee's, how's your knee? And he's like, about your idea about the IC title. I don't agree with it. I don't think that's what the IC title should be, and I have it. So I decide how the IC title goes. And he goes, your ideas about the IC title? Keep them to yourself. No one wants to hear them.
Which, I don't know. Daniel Bryan has 3 potential big angles here. So he's got KO, Sammy, and then Seth waiting for him, you know?
Oh, I definitely 100% feel like this is just building. This is building to Kevin and Sammy. So I feel like Daniel's going to reject. So, okay, here's my idea. Here's how I think it's going to go. Daniel's going to reject Kevin. Kevin's still going to want a tag team partner, though. So he's going to help Sammy beat Daniel when Daniel and Sammy eventually have a match. And we're going to get the reunition. That's not even a word. Reunion of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And they will win the tag team titles. And then after that, Daniel Bryan will face Roman Reigns. Because we have to have that feud. We have to have that
This
feud.
is true because Seth Rollins is going to be probably off WWE TV probably as late as Survivor Series. Because, aren't him and Becky expecting a kid in December?
December. Yeah. Becky's giving birth in December, and Vince wants Becky back in February.
Yeah, motherfucker, what the fuck? Come on, no, Vince.
I saw that, and I'm like, Jesus, come on. Now, to be fair, he wants Becky back in February so we can see Ronda and Becky at WrestleMania, which is a match that I want so very bad.
Yeah, but she's coming back from childhood. Yeah, she's coming back from birth, man. Come on now, Vince.
Post-Mania, after Mania, for her to come back at the absolute earliest, I'd give her at least 6 months.
Yeah.
Because not only do you have to recover from the childbirth, you also want some time with your child.
Yeah, I definitely think he's not getting her back by February.
100%.
Solely because he's got a daughter who has 3 kids. She's gonna talk him out of it, and his wife. So, but listen, Vince, I love you.
Well, I don't feel like Vince is gonna be like, you have to come back now.
No, he's
I just feel like that's just what he wants.
Yeah,
that's what he'd like to happen. Yeah.
Listen, Vince, I love you, but it's a little too early, man. I understand you're running a business, but Bianca Belair finally made her SmackDown debut against Zelina Vega.
I don't remember anything. Oh yeah, fucking Bianca had that awesome ass spot where she was just power lifting the fuck out of Zelina. That was incredible.
This was a good, probably a good pairing because just if you want to show that Bianca Belair is like strong, give her somebody small like Zelina.
Yeah, this was a really good debut for Bianca.
And plus, look, there's time for Zelina Vega in my opinion because apparently Vince likes she's gonna be a big star, which I personally think she could be. So you know what, she has time. So, but right now Bianca Belair, that was just. But then after this, Nick, Law and Otis.
Well, Law and Otis, I think, was before the White Man Daniel segment when they started. Excuse me. But yeah, so Law and Otis.
I thought it was funny.
The Otis and Miz court cases. These segments I thought were funny. I thought each one of them was funny. There's 3. I thought they were all funny.
Well, let's talk about this. Ron. And then JBL. Holy shit, he's the judge.
I always mark out for any appearance of JBL. I love JBL. One of my favorite heels of all time.
JBL is amazing. I love that man. And I don't. So are we gonna talk about all 3 segments? Or
well, I just remember JBL, and then Asuka showed up because she was a
witness.
And she just spoke in Japanese, and it was funny.
Well, Ray doesn't count. He was thrown off the building.
Yeah.
What the fuck was Ray there for?
But Asuka speaks in Japanese, and everyone's like all confused. And JBL turns his head. He goes, "Did you catch any of that?" And then we see Teddy Long, Big Teddy, and he goes, "All of it, playa."
How'd you feel about that beard, huh?
He's had that for a while now.
Has he?
Yeah, I think since over a year, pretty sure. It's been a while he's had that.
Yeah, damn, bro, that's crazy.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
But so JBL's like, being a WWE superstar is not a crime or something. And
yeah, he said that all the reasons why Miz was suing were idiotic reasons to sue a WWE superstar over, because everything he said was basically the description of being a WWE superstar. And then Miz says, "I got one more thing." Hands him a briefcase, and we hear cha-ching when JBL opens up the briefcase. And then he slams the gavel down, says that he's in the case of Miz, in favor of Miz, and at Hell in a Cell, it'll be The Miz versus Otis with the Money in the Bank briefcase on the line.
Which I think, in my opinion, The Miz should win, but I don't think he will. But we have predictions after we finish the SmackDown show. Well, Nick.
And then, one of my favorite parts of SmackDown tonight. Chad Gable is back, baby.
Man, the disrespect. Oh my god. Before this.
Yeah, I don't even give a shit. I don't even want to talk about. I don't care. Fucking Mitch Bennett beat Chad Gable. Who gives a flying fuck? After the match, Caleb Braxton says, "Shorty G, how do you feel?" And he goes, "I quit." Rolls out of the ring, and then we see him getting iced up, and he goes, "I quit." Adam Pearce goes up to him. "Did I hear that right?" And he goes, "I quit. I quit being Shorty G." And then he talks about how idiotic Shorty G is. Thank God, finally. And then he says, "I need to go back to being an Olympian." A guy whose accomplishments are this long. So many accomplishments. It says, I need to be Gable. Chad Gable. And I mark out. Chad Gable. I don't know if I've talked about it on here, but I love Chad Gable so much. He's been a personal favorite of mine for a couple years now. I absolutely love him. I think he should have held multiple singles titles by now.
I think he should beat Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title.
Oh, he's gonna be a heel.
Yeah, he's gonna be a heel, so it's not gonna happen.
Whoever beats Sammy, he should beat.
Yeah.
I love Chad Gable.
But like, I don't know, because around this time last year they were pushing him too as the babyface. Somewhat pushing him. So I mean, like, come on now, stop playing with this guy, man. Give him please give him like.
The dude's literally the modern day Kurt Angle. Like, he has literally everything that Kurt Angle has.
Literally, the only reason why he's gone through all this shit is because he's 5'8".
Yeah, he's 5. But if Chad Gable would have actually won at the Olympics like Kurt Angle did, instead of just participating in the Olympics, world champion, world fucking champion.
But man, he's got a great look. You can't tell that the dude works hard. Great matches.
Yeah, great body, handsome kid. You know, great in-ring work. He's great on the mic when you give him a chance. Just the only thing he has working against him is his height, and he's legitimate.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. Hopefully, I just hope he gets something. You know. But then let's talk about it, Nick. That match it was so good. Murphy and Seth. How'd you feel about this match? I thought this was
like a pay-per-view level match.
I texted you. I said my only takeaway from this match was this was not on Sunday.
Hell in a Cell only has 5 confirmed matches right now, so I really don't understand why this wasn't just saved for Hell in a Cell. I mean,
I don't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they do something with it at Hell in a Cell, but I wouldn't be shocked if they don't.
Remember last year at Hell in a Cell they had this exact same problem.
Yeah, but that last year was because they were saving all this shit for the Saudi. Like they were saving for Saudi.
Well, they were saving shit for the Saudi show and for the big premiere of SmackDown. That was like a couple days earlier.
Shit, dude! Holy god, damn! What the hell? Like, honestly, I feel like if you throw let's say you throw off the top of my head Murphy Seth again. Which probably won't happen. So Murphy and Seth. Probably too early, but Sammy and somebody. It doesn't even have to be Brian. And a tag match. There's your show.
Let me get Bobby Lashley versus T-Bar.
Why not? Let me get Bobby Lashley in Reckoning. Let me get Shelton Benjamin in Reckoning. Get all the marks happy. But they shouldn't have this problem, especially now. They shouldn't. There's no excuse for this, and they don't give a shit about Hell in a Cell. Let's just go with that.
Well, they don't give a shit about the undercard of Hell in a Cell. They care about the Hell in a Cell matches at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, they don't care.
That's all they care about. They just put all of their focus on that.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell is going to be like an hour and a half. No, it's not.
It's probably just going to be 2 hours.
But Murphy and Seth was a great match. But I want to talk about how on Aaliyah Mysterio was watching.
Mysterios are fucking assholes.
Yeah, so they come in. Aaliyah, why are you watching this? Dad, I'm watching Murphy. We gotta go.
And they go, come on, get out of here. It's like, fuck off. She is a grown fucking woman. You do not tell her what to do.
Who's a bigger asshole, Ray or Dominic? I'm gonna go.
Dominic.
Dominic's a dick.
Dominic's a fucking asshole. At least Ray is like her dad. So like you
Yeah.
have a bigger reason. Like you're more what's the word I'm looking for?
She should kind of take what you say into consideration.
Yeah.
Dominic
Like
can just.
Dom, you're just her fucking brother. You don't know jack shit. Isn't Dom like only a couple?
Yeah.
How fucking much older is Dom?
He's like 24, 23.
Yeah. So he's like fucking not even 5 years older than her. You
So,
fuckhead.
damn it, Dominic.
You fucking pudgy motherfucker.
Go work out. Dominic, just so you work out, me and Nick will go work out with you.
Oh, I already work out, brother.
Oh yeah, Nick's getting the gains. Me, I guess.
I'm already bigger than Big Muscle Rod.
In the stomach or in general?
Oh,
you you got the 05 Roddy. Look going.
oh no! I do. That's what I legitimately have.
But if that tells you anything, Nick, it can be done. Because look at Roddy then, and look at him now. Brother's swole. He's not swole, but he's ripped.
Anyway, I just remember this. My knee was hurting the other day. I texted Drew. I said, my knee's making me feel like Bobby Fish right now. And then Drew texted back, shut up, you old man.
But man, Murphy and Seth was good. Seth beats him. Murphy's back
by the
to
way,
his old
Murphy.
types.
Murphy has the shorts again. I was so pumped. Oh my god, I was marking out.
Oh, dude, you know who could beat Sammy? Murphy.
That'd be sweet. That'd be fucking awesome. Though,
Hey,
the one thing
smart.
I said to myself during this match, besides that it was awesome, it's so weird seeing Murphy as a babyface. I haven't seen Murphy.
Yeah,
We haven't seen Murphy as a babyface since 2017 NXT.
yeah, but he's a good babyface. Or at least he's alright.
It's just weird seeing him as a babyface. The last time I saw Murphy as a babyface was when he teamed with. Oh my god, I don't even remember who he teamed with.
I know he worked babyface on the live event shows because he teamed with Ono and Roddy a lot.
Yeah, he teamed with someone. Remember that one episode of NXT that was in Australia?
Yeah.
That was the same episode that DIY defended the titles against TM61.
Yeah, hold on. Are you sure you just didn't wrestle a singles match?
No, it was a tag team match, I remember. I remember it was a tag match.
Who'd they work? Who'd he
Pretty
work?
sure it was Elias and someone.
Oh. Who was Elias feuding with? Was it Cassius?
He might have teamed... It might have been Cassius, I don't know. Yeah, because that would have... It might have been Cassius, because that would have been that same time.
Yeah. Maybe been Dillinger.
Might have been. I don't know. But yeah, that's the only reason. Like, Buddy Murphy was never on NXT at that point, but he was just on that one episode because it was in Australia.
Well, I just got a text from Cody. Apparently, Bound for Glory got an advertisement on a WWE YouTube video. Hold on, let me send this.
Okay.
That's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of funny. But it's not the first time. Because AEW got a lot of shit on, like, a Raw and a SmackDown, so just what they paid for. Anyways, yeah, I think Murphy, he's a good babyface. But, I don't know. What if they just end up making him a heel? Just to feud with, I don't know. Just this feud needs to be done. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me be a professional. Seth is beating the fuck out of Murphy again with the kendo stick, and Aaliyah comes out. She's like, "Stop." I swear to God, she cares about Murphy more than her brother. And right now, I don't really blame her. So
Yeah.
Dominic comes down. He's like, this is none of our business. And Seth beats the fuck out of her. But not out of
Yeah,
her.
he's like, this is none of our business. Motherfucker, what are you talking about? Our business.
It's
Your
none
business.
Yeah.
It's her business.
So
You don't fucking control what's her business.
So Seth jumps Dominic, and she just sits there. And I'm like, you know what? This motherfucker deserves it. And here comes Ray.
I'd be fucking encouraging Seth. Yeah,
then,
beat his fucking ass.
And then Ray comes out with a chair. He's yelling at Dominic.
Stay the fuck away from my son!
You son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch!
And Dominic, none of our business. He goes, I know it's not.
He goes, no fucking shit!
And they're just staring at Murphy, and I'm like, this is weird. Then,
word.
I'm like, all right, well, whatever, we'll see. Next week on SmackDown, stay tuned. Then this man knocks at the door of Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table, the Universal Champion.
The man who provides for his family. Generations and generations of his family.
Yes, sir. Nick, that's my goal. Provide for generations and generations of my family. I want to be like Roman Reigns. So this man knocks on the door, and Paul Heyman asks, Nick, do it. Man knocks on the door. Paul Heyman comes out.
Your knock was a little aggressive there.
My apologies. We're ready for Roman.
Roman says when you're ready for Roman, not you. I'll tell the champ.
And then here comes Roman Reigns. Doo-doo. 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 And
he's super serial.
He is super serial tonight, Brian. He is super serial tonight, Nick. And he doesn't even get a chance to speak, I don't think, until what people thought was Jimmy Uso. Holy shit, the Usos using twin magic. Holy fuck.
What we thought was Jey Uso.
Well, yeah, what we thought was Jey Uso. And he's sitting here cutting a promo, and he's like, what we got here? We got some tribal cheese. We got some tribal cranberries. We got some H2O.
The only thing I remember he said after that was, got your head so far up your tribal ass.
That was so funny. And then he goes, he said, but what do I know, right? Don't take it from me. Takes the mask off and takes the hat off. He's got cornrows. I said, oh shit, twin magic, baby. And he goes, take it from my brother Jay.
And he takes his mask and his hat off. And I'm like, is this supposed to be a big reveal? Are we supposed to know the difference between them?
Kind of shat his pants. He went from super serial to super scared.
Yeah.
And so Jey Uso comes in, beats him down for a little bit. Didn't he like run away? And then
he hits Roman with the splash, and then leaves, and then
the cell lowers.
Celebrate at the top of the ramp.
Did SmackDown go off the air with Jay like climbing the cell for 2 cliffhangers in a row?
Well, yeah. Then after they celebrate at the top of the ramp, then Roman cuts promo saying what the consequences are going to be for Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah.
If Roman quits, then he's not the Universal Champion anymore. He's not the Tribal Chief anymore. He's not the head of the table. He's not the provider for the family, for generations and generations of the family. But if Jimmy Uso quits, if Jey Uso quits, then Jey, and now that Jimmy's involved, Jimmy Uso also, getting tongue-tied here, well, both basically what he said was they'll both be exiled from the family. Kicked out of the family. The kids and their kids' kids and all the generations after that. Kicked out of the family.
This is hikes.
If he does not say that Roman is the tribal chief. So, if Jey Uso quits and also admits that Roman is the tribal chief, then everything will be all right.
You think that's what they'll do? I think that's what it'll do.
Yeah. You're the tribal chief, who's?
And bloodline gimmick.
Probably. Yeah, and then to go off the air, Jey Uso climbs like halfway up the cell and stares at the Universal Championship.
A cliffhanger. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, man. And now, let's get into Hell in a Cell predictions. Welcome to my hell.
Do you like that song, Nick?
I actually do.
I think so it's got to fit, right?
Welcome to my hell. I can't do it. I can't sing like that low.
So this has 5 matches. Nick, first match.
Otis with Tucker versus The Miz with John Morrison. Like we said, singles match with Otis's briefcase on the line.
You know what, Nick? I'm going to go with my heart, The Miz.
I'm not going to go with my heart because I've already gone with my heart probably way too much. I'm going to go with Otis. I'm going to go with the safe pick in Otis.
That is the safe pick. Jeff Hardy and Elias.
Elias! I
love you, man.
I loved you, man.
I'm going.
I really want Jeff Hardy to cut a promo like that. Man, I loved you, man.
He put his concert over on Raw Talk.
Oh, that's sweet.
He said, man, I was kind of digging him, man.
Just have Jeff be like, I loved you, man. And then Elias go, well, I don't love you. Oh!
And he hits him
from the crowd. Holy shit! Holy shit!
Fucking out comes Arturo, who was? Fucking, I'm gonna go... I kind of hope this feud goes on for, like, at least, like, another week. Just so I can see, like, a battle of the bands. Shannon.
Oh, fuck. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck off.
I'm gonna go Jeff Hardy.
After watching him on ACW, I swear if I ever have to see Shannon Moore on WWE television ever again, oh my god, that'll make me quit watching wrestling as a whole.
I've heard he's a shoot dick too, so
wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jeff Hardy.
Stiffed me on a handshake.
Poser, remember what Punk told him? That shit.
Yeah, that's what set up Shannon Moore's big debut match. So for weeks he just has these promos that just like the camera pans up and down on him, showing off his weird fucking outfit and shit with his shitty riff of his music.
His theme song's terrible.
Yeah. Met a girl, she loved to party. Drew loves that song. It's gonna be his theme song on the Indies.
I hope not.
Then the last couple weeks of it, he like says like a couple words. He's like, I don't respect authority, like shit like that, and then it was just cut off.
Okay.
And then the last one, showing off his weird outfit and shit, and then CM Punk comes up to him and he goes, "You're a poser," and then smacks the taste out of his mouth. And Shannon Moore just stands there like a little bitch. And then CM Punk beats him in singles matches the next 2 weeks.
Wasn't Punk Was he supposed to be a heel when he first debuted?
No.
Because I remember he was a big baby face Punk.
Yeah, they debuted him in Hammerstein, which was such a good decision.
Yeah. But
because he was like super mega over.
dude, Lariat.
Lariat.
Hey, it's CM Punk. I just fucking with you.
Hey, it's Moose. I've been fucking with you.
I want. Dude, I bet you we could probably. I'm gonna recreate that. I hope Gabe Sapolsky's still working with WWE so I can call him, get fired for it too. Listen, that's just unacceptable. You prank calling Gabe. You fucking fired. God damn it. Poor pussy ass can't take a joke.
Fucking pussy Paul.
Same Moose
So
can't make one
personal.
booking. Pussy Paul. Ow. Just cracked my. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna go Jeff Hardy, Nick. What do you got?
I'm gonna go with Elias.
Elias!
Uh,
I love you, man. And first Hell in a Cell match of the night. Did I tell you what? So Corny knows the card for Hell in a Cell, and so he gets to McIntyre and Orton. He goes, another one, and he gets to Bayley and Sasha. He goes, he said, "Oh god damn it!"
what? He likes Bailey.
No, he said it because it's overkill on the stipulation.
Oh, okay.
He didn't even know who was in it. He said, "Oh god
Wait,
damn it!"
by the way, we forgot to talk about Bailey and Sasha tonight. So last week,
Oh.
Bailey did not. She refused to sign the contract for the Hell in a Cell match with Sasha. Then this week, Sasha made her sign the contract by like choking her with a chair or something. Had her head like in a chair and it was like choking her with it and made her sign the contract. It was a really good segment. Go watch it. But yeah, so I think we are going to continue the trend of. So basically, what I'm thinking is we're just going to see a re-trend of the Sasha and Charlotte feud with Bailey and Sasha this time, but still trading the belt back and forth is what I mean by that.
Okay.
So I think Sasha's going to win here.
It's almost. Yeah, I'm gonna go Sasha too. And then we got for the WWE Championship, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton.
Now, I saw someone make a very interesting prediction. Retribution interferes in the match, and the match ends in a no contest. And then we see Mustafa Ali versus Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre in a triple threat for the WWE Championship, which would make sense because you'd be getting the title off of Drew without having him take a pin.
Yeah.
And it would be Mustafa Ali getting revenge on Randy Orton, who's caused him a bunch of embarrassment. And he's the one who injured Mustafa Ali before Elimination Chamber last year.
Well, I think that's a great booking decision, but there's no goddamn way he's gonna let that man win the WWE Championship.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, if he's committed to this retribution thing, I'm cool with it. You know. Oh, here we go. Me saying I'm cool with it again, but that'd be cool. I'm confused on what they're gonna do with Survivor Series this year. I really am. I've heard that they're gonna.
I want to see it. I want to see it. Finn versus Roman versus Drew. Really bad.
If Finn's cleared, apparently that fucking jaw was fucking nasty.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Finn's not cleared. Then yeah, just have them defend their titles.
But I think Triple H is trying whatever he can talking about Finn to make sure he doesn't have to vacate the belt, which is smart because that's terrible.
Yeah, you don't have 2 vacancies in a row.
Yeah. I've heard that they're going to do 30 years of the Undertaker series.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker. Looking
But
at
yeah, I think McIntyre. Well, okay. So you're gonna go with that dude's take? You think it's gonna end in a no contest?
No. Well, I could see it happening, but I'm just
Yeah,
gonna go with Drew.
I'm gonna go Drew, and I think Orton's next feud is gonna be the Fiend.
Yeah, and then for Roman and Jey Uso, obviously Jey Uso,
Roman.
big new head of the
Oh yeah,
table.
we're gonna get the new head of the table. This is gonna create for WrestleMania 37. Jimmy Uso is gonna win the Rumble, and
And then he's gonna recreate the Batista thing.
he's gonna think
Thumbs
we're gonna
up,
think he's going over to Raw. Thumbs down,
thumbs
and
down. Oops.
Heyman's gonna turn on Roman, right? So he's gonna Paul leaves with Jay, and Paul just like has that weird, that funny ass reaction he always has with his mouth all wide, like
Oh
what?
yeah.
And
With his
Jay
shit-eating grin.
and and Jay's like he starts to cry. Jimmy Uso, big spine buster. But in all seriousness, I've got Roman Reigns.
Yeah, obviously Roman Reigns, the head of the table, the tribal chief, the man who was fed, the man who was provided for his family for generations and generations,
Generations.
puts the fucking food on the table
Yes, sir.
for
And
his family.
that is our Hell in a Cell predictions. But if any matches get predicted, you can catch our Instagram where we will put our predictions
Yeah, we'll
on
just
there.
put him on a story or something.
Yeah.
But wait, Drew, there's one more thing from this week. Couple new figure reveals. To close off the podcast here, let's talk about
Let's do
some
it.
figure reveals.
What am I talking? What figure is?
So we saw mock images of the new Legends set and the last
Oh yeah, you're right.
the last figure of the set, Tatanka, which
Oh
when
my
I saw
god.
this figure, I just busted out in laughter. I cannot believe we're getting another Tatanka Elite. It's unbelievable. And it's in his WrestleMania 8 attire in tights, which he did rock for a little, very short period of time.
Wait, Nick, you're not going to get the ECW Matt Hardy to get with your Tatanka to recreate the 2006 Tag Team of the Year?
Oh no! Because I would if this was a ruthless aggression Tatanka, I would. But this is
That
not.
would be sweet. No, it's not. Yeah.
And also we saw some new wrecking
Oh my
vehicles,
god.
wrecking
Oh god
motorcycles.
damn it!
Hey Drew, didn't you love that one time Drew McIntyre had a motorcycle?
Yeah,
That was fucking awesome.
that was probably my favorite moment. Nick, I can't wait to go to the store, to Target around Christmas time and see like 17.
Yeah, so
You're gonna only see McIntyre and never see the Taker.
yeah, because at least Taker makes sense. So they're making two. It's Drew McIntyre, and he comes on like a red bike, and Undertaker. But it's not even biker Taker. It's like Dead Man Taker.
Yeah, it's Dead Man Taker. Yeah.
But it does have that sweet ass new Elite 79 head scan, which alone makes it worth it. If you don't want to pay the money for the Elite 79.
We not deviate. Yeah, Nick. Any figures you're gonna get out of these new reveals? No.
Well, we also had the new the new toy belt and toy belt
Oh yeah.
2-packs.
Oh shit. You're right. First things first, the Intercontinental title, Nick. You're gonna get that right.
I legitimately might get that.
You
So
recreate your favorite moments of this year. I mean, two of your
and
favorite wrestlers won the IC title this year: Sami Zayn and AJ. So,
well,
well, okay. All right,
Sammy's
you're
in
right.
the top 10. AJ's like maybe top 15.
That's that.
I didn't enjoy AJ's run also, so because he
Are
wasn't
we
the
are we
real he wasn't a real IC champion.
see title reigns, or are we talking all time?
Huh?
Are we talking IC title reigns for AJ top 15 or all time?
All-time favorite wrestler.
That is just disrespectful. But
I love
I'm
AJ. He's just
I'm messing with you, Nick. Wrestling's wrestling. Remember, we always put that over on the pod. But AJ's in my top 5. So
yeah, I love AJ. Just a lot of people love more than AJ.
I understand. I understand.
But if I did get that IC title, I'd want to get two, just to recreate Clash Champions.
I'm sure you could get 2. How many? How much you want to bet you're gonna find that shit in a store? See, half that shit they showed, I could probably find at a Target.
Well,
You
every
know,
time I see a toy belt, it's always a SmackDown tag title. So
I saw the cruiserweight Drew 05 live.
yeah, but then they showed off a new WWE Championship toy belt. But now you can take off and replace the side plates,
That's
which
actually kind
is
of neat.
yeah, that's actually really cool. Really cool. See, I like stuff for kids that's not stupid. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fucking mutants. You know, who gives a shit?
Who
A
gives
kid
a
over the age
fuck?
of who over the age of 6 is gonna care about that? Like a toy belt with interchangeable side plates, dude. That's fucking cool as fuck. Like everyone could get on that. You know?
That's hype.
Yeah, and then to go along with that,
You
they're
get 2
making
figures.
2 packs.
Yeah.
2 packs that include side plates that you can put on the belt. So they're making Finn Balor and Roman Reigns from that match they had on Raw to determine who would face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for the Universal Championship in 2016. And then Sasha and Alexa Bliss, which both have terrible decos on the body, but both of their head skins look great, especially Sasha's. That's from 2017 in their Raw Women's title feud. And then they're making Jeff Hardy and The Undertaker from their ladder match in 2002 on Raw. And people were shitting. A lot of people were shitting on that Jeff Hardy. I actually think it's pretty nice for a basic. Well, it's not bad for a basic. And I love that Taker.
You gonna get that Taker, Nick?
I'm considering it.
Yeah.
But yeah, each 2 pack includes a side plate
Oh,
of one of the figures in the
but
set.
getting the figure. I mean, getting the belt. You get 2 Fiend side plates and 2 McIntyre side plates.
Was it McIntyre? Oh yeah, it was McIntyre. I thought it was Roman. Yeah, it's McIntyre.
Yeah.
And
But
yeah,
that's all.
that
Oh,
is
also,
all.
we have our outro this week, so get ready to go out in style, boys.
So everyone can catch us on Instagram at Miscellaneous Discussions, all lowercase. And
Yes,
you
sir.
can listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Drew, where can they find you?
They can find me at. I have 2 accounts. My figure account. Well, actually, I'm gonna go with my personal account at vanilla_midget for real. Vanilla midget. And at Little Boots Guy Productions for my figure account. Nick, that's the only time David Benoit has noticed me or has decided to acknowledge me. Every time I go in, it pisses him off.
And you can find me at Gargano_is_God. And everyone, have a great night. We're the greatest. You suck. Cheers.
Love this man. I see.
The low rider is a little higher.